Hello, I'm HQ of HQ Reacts. If you find yourself here and you're not subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me, like, share, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, you can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Hey. Here's HQ. HQ in the house, doing her thing. How's everybody's Wednesday? We have a beautiful day, beautiful disposition, beautiful people to look at, to judge, to see if they're ready for a potential date. We have some male candidates. Because we normally always have female candidates, and that's fine. It's fine. But we do have some good men sometimes. We do have decent men who come on and who would be willing to be looked at and observed to see if they were willing to be a date or not. And Kendrick G got some goofy ones. We got goofy ones. Okay? So sometimes we run into the goofy ones. Sometimes they're good candidates. I don't know. But we would love to find out, right? Because that's what most people are trying to do. Find them a mate. Find them somebody that's worthy of more than just a coffee date. And today we have our men. We are running through our men. Depending on our guest, we might have a short show. Who knows? Please hit the like button coming in, please. And thank you very much. We always need the content. We always need interaction. We always need the help with the likes. So without further ado, we got our first candidate.
Hey, Marquise?
Yes, Marquise.
Marquise, where you calling from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
I just love Dallas.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Why didn't you come out to my events?
Say it again?
I had 2 events in Dallas.
Oh, it's my first time, this is my first time seeing you.
What? I was at Kitchen and Cocktail last night, and I was at Canvas on Sunday. And I'm wearing the hat today in honor of Dallas.
Oh, yeah, I did not know that.
Oh, my God, I had so many women. We did speed dating. But I'm going to come back to Dallas because Dallas was so dope. So, Marquise,
Okay.
how old are you?
I'm 28.
Excuse me, 28. What do you do for a living?
I'm a car salesman.
Car salesman. You have any kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. So we got Marquise, 29, Leo, car salesman, no kids, lives in Dallas. Have you ever been married?
No, I haven't been married.
Okay. What kind of woman you looking for?
Someone who's consistent, loyal, someone that is good at communicating.
Now he's distracted by the comments in the comment section. I wonder if anybody from SBC was in the comment section. Because, he's kind of young. He looks like he's older. To me, he looks older. You know what I'm saying? He looks like an older guy. But, it's good nonetheless. He ain't got no kids, none of that. So, so far so good. But he's looking at the comment section. Ugh. Don't do that.
And someone with good energy and that's not shy at all. Because I'm a car salesman, so I talk. So I want somebody who's not shy.
Right.
Nobody that's shy. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Someone that is shy and doesn't like to communicate.
Okay, then you looking for a boss chick. You looking for a chick that's outgoing. A chick who can tell you what she wants, how she wants it, when she wants it. It's the first time we done heard a man say, I don't want a shy chick. I don't want no quiet chick. I want a chick that talks. First time I done heard it.
Okay. So when a shy doesn't like to communicate, should she look a certain way?
Hey, Carol.
As long as she takes care of herself.
Okay.
She has something going for herself.
Say again?
As long as she has something going for herself.
Right.
Okay. Does she make a certain amount of money?
It doesn't matter about that.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Yeah.
The Kendrick keep is when you stand up and we see your full body.
Oh.
Okay, move backwards. We gotta be able to see your legs.
He be right up on the camera. Don't they be right up?
We gotta be able to see your legs. All right, there we go.
Oh, my legs?
We got you, Marquise. All right.
I'm in my desk, so that's why. But
Like you're in good shape.
yeah,
He don't look that tall though. I mean, he don't look that tall. But
Marquise, hello, you're 28. What's the age range you want to date?
say it again.
What is the age range you want to date? You're 28.
yeah.
I say 24 to 35.
Okay. Should she be in Dallas?
I mean, I would like that, but I would like that, yeah.
Oh, he ain't bad looking at all. I mean, he's a light-skinned brother. Not bad, not bad. I mean, everything sounds okay. He's a car salesman. I don't know what car salesman makes. I don't, I know they got a real loose type business, but maybe he makes a lot of money with that.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your last relationship?
It was 2 years ago. So I've been single for 2 years. I've been focusing on myself, basically. And that's about it.
You notice that he's very open. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like very open and very straightforward. And he's looking for somebody. And that's a good thing. I mean, it's an attractive quality when they're open and, looking for somebody, really. So he's been waiting because he's been single for
Okay.
for 2 years.
You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
All right.
That's been 2 years too. Because I just don't want to. People don't believe me, but I'm not finna just sleep around with everybody. So, I stay to myself. And if I get my mind off of it by working out, because I work out 5
What the hell?
days a week. So.
Okay. You work out 5 days a week. Okay.
Yeah, I work out 5 days a week.
Okay. So we got Marquise Dallas.
All right, what do you
28 Leo, car salesman, no kids. So are you waiting for a relationship? Or are you waiting for marriage?
I'm just waiting for a real relationship. I just don't want to be doing it one time and then, I'm not like a one-time dude. So I'm looking for something serious, basically.
That makes sense. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are 3 flaws you have to work on?
All right.
I mean, I don't really have any. I know I'm not perfect.
Oh, absolutely. I'd say he's young and handsome and he's probably broke. Absolutely. But he's in his 20s and that's not a deal breaker, but he has a job, right? He has a job. He wants a serious relationship. Look, just because there's good-looking men on this planet does not mean that they all want to chase women. Some men are serious and want to be serious. He's just one of those men that want to be serious. That's all.
But I don't really have any.
What?
I don't really have any that I could think of, really. Like bad flaws, like I don't have any.
Yeah. You wild, Flora.
I seriously don't. I'm 5'7" though.
Huh?
Oh, somebody asked my height. I was talking to the comment.
Oh, okay. He's 5'7". He's 5'7". Okay, maybe that might play into a little bit of it.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Well, some women might think 5'7" is a flaw.
Well, yeah, 5'7".
So you have no flaws. You're Mr. Perfect.
Well, it's just I'm 5'7". Some people think I'm shy, but I'm not shy. That's about it, really.
Well, the theory is, but you can't name a flaw that is a flaw.
Okay.
Why would a woman be lucky to be with your perfect ass?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
I said, why would a woman be lucky to be with your perfect ass?
Because I could take care of a woman and treat them the right way, treat them better than the last person did.
Woo! How you know the last man did it wrong?
Because I just know, because you know, people I talk to, they never had a good man before, and I do everything for a woman basically. If I have something for her.
Let's hope he's not trying to make up for it because he's a shorter man. Let's be honest, ladies. We got to be honest. 5'7". A lot of women wouldn't look at him again because he's 5'7". Although he's a nice guy, I would never date him because I'm almost 5'10". But somebody that's 5'2", 5'1", he would be amazing for. Specifically, if he's a nice guy like he's portraying himself to be. He comes across, you know.
He said, okay, so you ready? So you want to be a provider, all that. You ready for your wife?
Yes.
Do you
I'm
want
willing to be a provider.
Does she have kids? The woman have kids already?
Yes, she can.
Okay.
What the hell? Come on now. What's going on with this man? What's going on with this man? He ain't had what's going on. I know, right? Right. But 5'7" is something else.
Do you want kids?
And he talking about he'll take a woman who got kids. He'll be a provider. What's going on, brother?
Y'all do want kids.
All right, Marcus. Well, some people do agree that you might be kind of perfect as well. Now the time has come. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No.
All right, you got to download the app and create your profile.
Okay.
What's your favorite number?
6.
So make your name Marquise 6. Okay. And that's how women can find you. They'll be able to find you fast because there's probably another Marquise on the app already, and you can search my name. So I suggest, I'm trying to log in.
He said he don't give it away. He don't give it away easy. He don't give the sex away easy. If he don't give the sex away easy, I hate this, but he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy on top of the fact that he's shorter. And we keep saying short. I get it. We do. Or he's closet. Could be closet. I don't know. But he's really nice, though. He's a really nice guy.
We're opening up a new, making some changes. So I have the test on my phone. All right. So download the app. Make your profile. Marquise, the number 6. Right. MARQUIS 6. When it says name. And this way women can find you fast. That way when they search for you.
All right.
The app is called Kendra G Singles. All right, baby.
All right, thank you.
Bye, baby. Kendra G Singles. The dating app is available now.
I'm sorry, guys. I always mute myself. He can aim for whatever he want to aim for, right? But his height, his height will keep him away from a couple things. But he seems to be a decent guy, nice guy, doesn't hold back. Has a job. 28. He said, "I'm not trying to sleep around. I'm not trying to do all that. I just want to, find me a queen, find me a wife." I mean, women that are under the height of 5'6", 5'7", most women don't care what height you are as long as you're taller than they are. Otherwise we don't care. Just as long as you're a little bit taller than me, then you're fine, regardless of whether you're 6 or 7 feet. He's 5'7", nice, personable, got a job, not sleeping around, wants to find a woman, wants to find a wife. He's good for somebody as long as you're under 5'7", and you should be fine because he's a decent guy. He seems to be a decent guy. I don't know that for a fact, but he comes across as a very decent guy, right? Yeah. So I'm just tall. I just Here we go. Next candidate.
Hello, you ready?
What's up, Kendra? Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Pierre.
Pierre, what do you call it? What?
Right here. You like light blue?
You ready? Let me see this ponytail, Pierre.
You got me on.
Wait, Pierre, you ready, boo?
Yeah, hold on. I got my lightician behind me putting the light on.
Your lightician?
Yeah, aka my mother.
Oh. Get him right, mama. You want the light? Actually, mama, you want the light to be in his face. That's better. Can you face the light? If you turn around, that's better light for you. No, they said I want him. Somebody said I want him. I didn't even ask him no questions yet. How you want him already? I didn't even ask.
Well, he ain't bad looking. I mean, he ain't bad looking. I mean, you know, all that hair. I can't do all that hair, but I mean, not bad looking. What does a man's height have anything to do with it? Because it is what, just like you men want fit, feminine, and friendly, we would like a man who's taller than us. It just is what it is. We can't help biology. It just is what it is. Yeah, I mean, the bun ain't weird. It just, well, we got to see what he say. If he say something crazy, then it's weird. If he say something normal, then we can deal with that. Hold on, let's see.
Ask me questions. Turn back around with the lights in your face. Yeah. Okay, Pierre, we're gonna work with this. Just stay right there, okay? Pierre, stop moving, child. Right there. All right, how old are you, Pierre?
I'm 40.
40. And
40, damn.
I am from New Haven, Connecticut, but I reside in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I'm from Connecticut.
Hey, what part?
Waterbury, Connecticut.
All right, neighbor. I used to go to Crosby.
I went to Crosby.
We probably was in class together.
Wait, God. Okay, I'm older than you. I'm 45. But no, okay. I'm older than you. So when you
damn, I wouldn't have picked 40. I wouldn't have picked 40. I thought maybe you were gonna say, man, how old is his damn mama? She didn't look all that old. Damn, I mean, shit. 40?
You came into high school, I was leaving.
Okay. All right.
I went to Crosby. That is so funny. You're from Connecticut. We went to the same high school. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so Pierre, where do you live though? You say you're from Connecticut, but where do you live now?
I live in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
He better not say he better not say that he is on. He better not say he gay.
Georgia. Ooh, they calling you Method Man. Ooh, child. You done got these ladies about to go crazy.
Yeah, if he turn up and say I like peen, I'm dead.
Okay, he lives in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I hit the like button, please.
So we have Pierre 40, New Haven, Connecticut. Stone Mountain, Georgia. What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Gemini.
Come on, y'all. I gotta get some likes.
One son. He's 18. Just graduated high school.
Okay. And have you ever been married?
No.
No. All right. So we got Pierre 40, Gemini, New Haven, Connecticut. Stone Mountain, Georgia. One son that's 18, never married. Oh, what do you do for a living?
I'm a flight attendant and a real estate agent.
Okay, flight attendant and real estate.
Damn, he a flight attendant? Look, wait a minute. The job, wait a minute. The look, the hair, the job. Uh-oh, wow. Okay, so let's see. Flight attendant? What? Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. I need 8 more likes, please. 8 more likes. And super chat, cash apps be amazing, please and thank you. Thank you.
Agent.
I don't know, maybe. Let's see.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Benji bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with us and talk that street thing. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Sitting at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. It's hard to make the hottie stop. She likes to dance to the rap jam. Sweetest brown sugar with the candy ends.
Complexion, meet me halfway. I'm looking for a girl from around the way.
Hey, I need around the way.
He ain't sweet. He not sweet. What?
Wait, girl, that's the girl.
Yes. Then again, people be closet. They be doing that closet shit. You know what I'm saying?
The only one.
Oh no! Come on, bro.
I can't sing though.
I can't say either. So you want a roundaway girl?
Yeah. I just want somebody humble, know they self. I'm not into all the extra. No disrespect to the eyelashes and all the pretty and all that. I just like somebody that's homegrown. Natural beauty. That's always a preference. Yeah.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers. Somebody that's full of themselves. Somebody that's not grateful. I don't like negativity.
He said he's a flight attendant. Don't they have a grooming rule? Don't they have a rule in which you gotta look a certain way? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, not this.
I'm always a positive thinker, so I'm a solution person. So if you
come on with the likes, guys, come on with the likes. I need 9 more likes. 9.
Always complaining and not looking for resolutions, that's kind of like a turn off because I'm always trying to fix things. So I don't like negativity.
Don't like negativity. Okay.
Nope.
Should she look a certain way?
I mean, I've always did sports, so athletic build is cool. Just a nice body. I'm real active, so I prefer somebody active. So the physical kind of match that as well.
Okay. What about money? She got to make a certain amount of money?
Nah, as long as she could take care of herself. Yeah, as long as she could take care of herself. I'm not pressed for what you,
right.
How much money you make, what you do for a living. As long as you could take care of yourself and you like what you do. That's the main thing.
Could she have kids?
Yeah, of course. I love kids. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
I'm not opposed, but I'm not running towards, so whatever come. Yeah, yes or no?
Yes or no. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. They say I gotta do a Kendra Cam. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just here, just show your body. Turn around.
We gotta see.
Okay.
I can't see.
Wait, is it?
Mama, go the other way, Mama.
The other way?
Yeah, and then back up so we can see his legs. All right, there we go, Mama. All right, we got you, Pierre. We see you.
Turn around.
Mama, he don't gotta turn. He don't gotta.
Okay.
Leave that lady alone.
Mama, I am not the police.
She trying to get rid of his dusty ass. He lived with his mama, and she trying to get rid of him. Get his ass the hell up out of my house. I need you to take him and find him a wife so he can go on over there and sleep with her. That's his mama, yeah. His mama over there. Mama over there.
Mama.
She's trying to get rid of his ass. She over there telling Kim to come get his ass. Find him a wife. He living in the basement, y'all.
Okay. Mama, you trying to find your son a wife?
You see her working hard, right?
Your mama working hard to get you off this market.
She trying to get me.
Pierre, when was your last relationship?
Why you wasn't trying hard to find you a wife? That's the question. You 40, but you ain't trying to find you a wife.
I say 4 years ago.
4 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About a couple months ago.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I got to work on.
At least he ain't no whore. I mean, you know what I'm saying. At least he ain't no whoremonger. I mean, a couple months, he really ain't no whoremonger if it's a couple months.
Probably communication. Expressing myself. I kind of keep everything to the vest, and then being patient. Yeah, I'm a little impatient sometimes.
Okay, and being patient.
Yeah.
And why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Pierre?
I don't know if I'm a good look.
He don't know if he a good look. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? You don't know whether you're a good look. Are you not a good man or you are a good man? Your mama's trying to find you somebody. He live in her basement, y'all.
Yeah, I don't
Why
know.
would you say that?
I got a lot going on, but if you can crack that shell, then you found you a gem. So it's just.
He said if you could crack the shell.
Yeah. If you can get through that, then you something special, and vice versa.
All right,
I ain't gonna
do it. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, not.
I'm gonna help help you. Yeah. What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
All right, so you gotta go to the App Store and do this right now, Pierre, because the ladies like you. So you gotta go to the App Store and create your profile. How do you spell your name?
Pierre.
All right, I believe, let me see if Pierre's taken. I believe it is. It is. So what's your favorite number?
24.
So make when it says first name, make it Pierre 24, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta set up your profiles.
So he reminds me of James from the movie Beauty Shop. Why he ain't got nobody? Out of all that time, he only got one kid. His one kid is what, 19 or 20? He ain't been in no relationship. Last time he was in a relationship was 4 years ago. I mean, the hair, there's nothing wrong with the hair. Let's be clear. Something is wrong with his hair. Ain't nothing wrong with a man bun. Y'all give me some more likes. Y'all give me some more likes. Give me some more likes. Please and thank you. There's nothing wrong with a man bun per se. But y'all notice he ain't got none of it lined up. He ain't got the beard. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Most people know what I'm talking about. Lined up beard, lined up hair. The hair looked matty. Do you have enough money to put your hair together? Do you have enough money to do what you got to do? Because you look kind of off, right? Why mama looking for you a woman? You don't know how, you don't have discernment. You don't know how to find you a woman. It's like it's a dusty, almost a dusty, right? Because think about it, y'all. Why the beard, if he's such a catch, he's such a good, and he's not bad looking, why he ain't got his shit lined up? Men who wear beards like that normally will have that shit lined up all the time. Try to, make it look decent and hair and all that. He just looked like he just threw something in a bun and ain't doing nothing with it. So I got to give him the goofy look.
So his name will be Pierre 24, and the ladies are going to go there right now for you, Pierre. So don't waste their time and go set up your profile right now. You can do it right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bye, baby. Keep me posted how it goes.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? He ain't got his shit together. The caveman look is not cool. Some women like the caveman look. Some women don't. Most of us don't. I wouldn't object to the man bun if all this shit was put together. Lined up, faded, boom, 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 hair all lined, edge line, and bun was nice and clean and washed. Money isn't that great. His occupation may spark concern regarding his sex. Well, true. But he got to do better if he's trying to find him a woman. And his mama over there trying to find him a woman. How your mama over there trying to find you a woman? How your mama trying to find you a woman? What's wrong with you that your mama got to try to find you a woman? That's all I'm saying. Ugh. I don't know whether I deal with him because he don't make no money and he don't know how to shave and he putting his shit together. Whew. Y'all, next candidate. Ugh.
These podcasts. You a podcaster too?
No.
Why you got a microphone and a headset?
This is how I do my job.
What do you do for a living?
Software engineer.
Okay. All right, Brian is your name?
Say that again?
Why? See, y'all doing too much. If y'all
no, what happened is I have.
Yeah, she is pushing for grandkids. She like, you better get your ass out there and find you a woman. She trying, and he probably live in the basement. Mama is over his house. How many men 40 who doing their thing, who out there getting women, doing that women thing, got their mama living in the house with them? She trying to find him a date. He act like he's scared to be on camera. Hair ain't combed, beard ain't combed, anything ain't combed. He at home dusty. And he probably live with his mama. She's saying, oh no, get the hell on out of my house. Kendra, find him a woman and get him the hell on out of my house. That's probably what she's saying. No, you got to find you somebody. Got to get up out of here.
I had the YouTube window open and also had Yard Street open. So
and there's a way to just like everybody else call me. I don't even, How about this? I'm the host of the show, and I don't even have all that production going on. All right, I gotta make sure I hear you. Your name is Brian?
Yeah.
All right, Brian, where are you calling me from?
Philly.
Can you talk louder so I can make sure I can hear you?
Philly. I'm from Philly.
How old are you?
Guess.
Excuse me?
Take a guess.
Brian, let me tell you something about me tonight. I'm tired. Okay. I done been to I've been to countries and cities in 48 hours. I ain't got time to play no damn guessing game. How old is your ass?
41.
Okay, 41. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have kids.
All right. Well, and you said you are a software engineer?
Yeah, that's correct.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Sorry, y'all. I would have been like, guess what, too? I'd have been like, nope.
I've never been married.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Yeah, he too damn old.
Libra.
So we have Brian Philly, 41, Libra, no kids, software engineer, never married. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Wow, that's complicated. But I would just say somebody who's easy to get along with, someone who is easy to get along with. I think that's number one. Someone who's easygoing, somebody that can enjoy the same stuff that I enjoy to do, traveling, can cook, clean. No, I'm just being facetious here, but just kind person for the most part.
Okay. You have a microphone, but I feel like I'm struggling to hear you, so you might just have to.
That is really
you streaming
weird.
This right now?
No, definitely not. No.
Okay.
He ain't bad looking. I mean, he ain't bad looking. He's lighter skin, complected, look kind of mixed. I don't know. He got a weird sense of humor. Not bad. You just gotta know when he playing and when he ain't playing, because he play too much. I bet you he play too much.
What are your deal breakers?
Man, that's a long list. That's a super long list. I'll just start with a couple ones. No drugs. I don't do drugs. No alcoholics. Perpetual liars, things like that. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you consider weed a part of this no drug rule?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say no, just because I've done it before. So
No, I don't think he's soft. I don't think he's soft at all. I think he just played too much. I think he's one of those quirky characters. This is Kinder G. Usually there's a little quirk or two somewhere, and maybe he got a little quirk. I don't know.
It'll probably be legal soon, so we'll let that one pass. But
well, weed is legal in a lot of states in America.
It's legal on the state level, but not on the federal level. But yeah.
Okay. So until it becomes federally on the federal level, that's when you will be.
No, I said weed's okay because I've done it before, so it's okay. But I don't do it regularly. Now, if you're like, if I can't get in your car and I can't breathe because you're like constantly smoking and high and you can't function without it, then that's a problem. But occasional casual social is okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Should she look a certain way?
Fair enough.
Look a certain way? I mean, I think BMI got to be below 30. How about that?
Child, I think you might be the second person on the show who gave a BMI requirement. So BMI is an individual sentiment. It's based off your height.
Body mass index, yes.
And they asked about your age, but ultimately it's based off your height and how much you should weigh proportion to your height. So I think 30 is considered to be obese.
It is. You're absolutely right.
So there's like there's obese and then there's extremely obese. So he's saying so what you would do is, if you don't know how to do this, there's a BMI calculator and you will.
We don't need to know that. We get it. We all grown. We get what a BMI calculator is. Thank you very much. Please get the likes up. I need 5 more likes, please. 5 more likes, please. Thank you very much. Super chats are great. Cash apps are welcome. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. HQ hates to work for free. Please. Thank you.
You could Google it, and it's going to ask for your height and your age.
Right.
But really, it's going to be based off your height. That's what that's what it really comes down to. But they're going to ask you your height and your age. And he is saying if you are over 30, you would not be an option for him.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay, that's what he said. Can I ask you your height and your age?
My age is 41. My height is 5'10".
Okay, hold on. Let's get your BMI. Let's see what you working.
My BMI?
Huh?
Sure, you can look up my BMI.
Okay, we're gonna do his BMI. BMI calculator. So I do gotta put in man. All right, let's figure it out. So what's your height?
5'10".
He's 5'10".
Yep.
And what's your weight?
195.
195. Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna.
Shit, it might say I'm obese. Who knows?
Your BMI is 28.
There you go.
Your weight is in the overweight. But wait,
okay, so if the BMI can't be over, okay, I get it. Okay, so he wants somebody not that big. Why are we down this damn rabbit hole? Just say you don't like no fat women and be done with it. Everybody understands. Don't be fat. We don't need all this.
I think that's different because you're a male. But either way,
I hit the gym though, so I don't count. Like I hit the gym. I have a high muscle mass. I have a high muscle mass, so mine's gonna be a little off.
A woman can be in the same position then as that.
Right.
It's possible, but yeah, unlikely.
Well, actually, you're under 30, so you are meeting the requirement you set. You're not 30.
Right.
You said under 30 and you're 28. So technically you are in what you're required. But the fact that you're giving yourself grace, then you should give the woman grace.
Oh, I will, absolutely. Like I said, mine is a little bit off because I go to the gym regularly, so I have a high muscle mass. But I think, when the majority of that is body fat.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it takes into account a certain amount and certain height, but she's not. I mean, the BMI, you just can't go by that.
I think that's a little bit different.
And he was being facetious anyway when he said 30. Anyway, he was just being funny anyway.
But what if she's over BMI, but it's because of muscle?
I mean, that's it. I don't think bodybuilders are for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Female bodybuilders are not for me. No respect to them. That's very difficult to obtain.
Right.
And I'm sure a lot of people find that attractive. That's just not my personal preference.
Fair enough. All right, BMI under 30. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
I could care less. No, I'm good.
You don't care about our money, so that means you're a provider.
Right.
Sure. Okay. I always say I can do it two ways. We can go 50-50, and we can negotiate everything. Or, if you broke, I shouldn't say broke, but if you haven't obtained that level yet where you're, financially well off, I can accept that. That's okay.
Well, women don't like the sound of 50-50.
Right.
Some don't. A lot of them don't. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, but that's your plan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
What is that?
Kendra
you want me to stand up? Is that what it is?
Your full body.
Full body? Yeah, sure. Hold on a second.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely in shape.
Yeah.
But you gotta move back. Okay, go back. We gotta see your legs. The whole thing is, well, actually, you told us your.
You don't really need to see.
All right, so we got a concept. Okay. No, you're definitely in shape. All right, Brian, do you want the woman to be in Philly?
Right.
I mean, that's preferential. New York's not that far. Right. DC's not that far.
Right.
Okay, Philly and New York. Could she have kids?
Nah.
No one with kids. Okay.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I'm good.
Now you're 41. What if you met a woman that was your age but had an older child? Still enough?
Who says she gotta be my age?
Okay, well, let's get to that question. What's the age range you want to date?
I'm gonna say 21 to
21. He said 21. Why is that creepy as hell to me? Maybe it ain't creepy as hell to other people, but why is it creepy to me? Why?
What they say in the Malcolm X movie? Your age minus 7 or something. I don't know.
You want to go 20 years younger than yourself?
I said my age minus 7. I didn't say 20.
No, you said 21.
Oh yeah, no, I was joking about that. No, I would say about no younger than like 10 years. So let's just say like 28 to my age.
28 to your age. Okay, yeah. So 28 to your age.
Oh, okay, you kind of cleaned it up. You kind of crap. Say what? Did he say 21? Oh God. I was about to say, I was finna say no.
But 28 to your age with no kids.
Or I'll say one. How about that? One child is okay.
You don't got it. listen, it's your life. So if you
I think I was given like the idea. I think there's ideal and then there's what's realistic.
But you got to remember, he played too much too. He played too much, right? So he played.
So I'm gonna say one is okay.
There's a lot of women. I think there's this misconception that these women, everybody has a child. It's not true. There are women in the age category who don't have kids.
No, that's true. That's true. I'm gonna put it at one is acceptable. None is ideal. How about that?
There we have it. Okay, fair enough. When was your last relationship, Brian?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
You play too
flaws I got to work on.
Yes.
Oh man, that's tough. Well, you know what? I always say that I would like to improve in clothing department. I'll say really since 2020, working from home, working remotely, I haven't really been as motivated to invest in the wardrobe. So, you know, that's kind of an external flaw. And geez.
Self-reflection is fucked up. I mean, come on, man. That don't even make no sense. Why would you self-reflect? Why wouldn't you be able to self-reflect like that? You smart enough.
I'm gonna just say I need to work on. That's tough. I'm gonna say that's something I need to work on. Just recognizing flaws that I have. I think a lot of times I find myself having discussions with people. Typically, I think I'm a little bit open, but maybe sometimes I could be a little bit more empathetic to other people's opinions. But that said, I don't think that I'm not a good listener, but I always can improve on that as well. And man.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
How many did you say? 3?
3. But I mean, I think that
I could be a better cook. How about that? I'm not good at cooking.
Okay. Well, what I do like about you is usually I say if you can't name 3 flaws, that is a flaw, but you kind of said it yourself too. So I like that you're self-aware.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Now, why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Brian?
Why would they what?
Why would she be lucky to be with you?
Oh, man, you know what? I'm gonna be very honest with you. I think being with me is just an experience. I like to just call it the BGD experience. Those are my initials. You know, I'm living a life I think a lot of people could appreciate, enjoy, experiencing, and for the right woman, I'm willing to share that. So I think that's a big deal. And,
so what is the BDG experience like?
Well, don't ask him what it is. His ego is already out there.
What is it like? You got to come find out. Now, you know, I mean, it's hard to put into a jar. You know, there's just so much to it.
Well, let me ask you a couple things. Do you want kids yourself one day?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So are you looking for someone to experience BG for life, or you like rotating?
Nah. We're talking about that life experience, you know. I mean, I think initially it obviously can be fun to, you know, do those things like traveling and different experiences. You know, I've done a lot of different stuff. I'm open to doing new things, redoing some things that I've done because, you know, maybe it's new for her. So yeah, you know, I think just really enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I know how to do that. And so I'm willing to share that with somebody else. And,
okay.
Yeah.
You got some paid questions. So
okay.
Kim said, 31, no kids. I own my own house, my own money, single. Yes, Brian, we are out here.
Okay. I mean, that sounds cool. I don't know how to answer that, but it sounds cool. Yeah.
Well, she's proven that she's 31. She has her own house. She has her own money and she's single. Now the question is, Kim, do you meet his BMI requirement too? Okay, let's look at what BMI is, because all that sounds good.
All that sounds
good.
But
if your BMI is over 30, he said he can't get with it. LII said there ain't no such thing as a big bone human being, but we just fat, and stop it respectfully.
Just some bullshit, right? He ain't a bad candidate. He ain't bad at all. He got a fucked up sense of humor, and you might get your feelings hurt, but he don't seem overall bad. I mean, see, he look like a good candidate. He 40, 41, ain't got no kids, looking for somebody who don't have kids. There are single women out here who don't have kids. You know, Kendra always got to make it about her at some particular point. We got into that BMI bullshit. Who wants to hear that? He is cute. He is bald. And, I mean, he's fit. You just got to go over there and you got to be fit too. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He good to go. He got a fucked up sense of humor and somebody might not like it, but it is what it is. But overall, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. He seems fine. Yeah, he is. He's he's a software engineer. So basically he just do stuff on the computer, fix computers and do that kind of thing. Fix the software on the computer. But I mean, I don't know whether that's, you got to be really specifically smart, but I mean, it's idea that he intellectually does work. So thank you, Darkstar 1485 999 super sticker. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Meteoron $5 since you don't want to do it with nothing in return. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. Please hit the like button coming in. I need 7 likes, please, and thank you. Why everybody always walk in and don't do that? Super chats are great. Cash apps are amazing and welcome. Thank you very much. Our goal is $40 today. That would be our goal to hit the goal, because that's like $20 an hour. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Here's our next candidate, young and single and want to mingle. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here we go.
You ready? Turn on your volume.
Thank you, Rainbow.
I'm all good.
All right, what's your name, baby?
You can call me Cruz for now.
Cruz, where are you calling us from?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I love a man with an accent. I just never can understand him. It's just like I gotta really strain and then hear the whole thing. That's the only thing I don't like. I can't never get accents.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. What you do for a living?
I'm a data engineer.
A data engineer?
Yeah.
So Cruz, Knoxville, Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am.
No kids, data engineer. How old are you?
27.
27. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't really go by signs, but I think it's Virgo, September.
Okay, well, if you don't go by it, we won't talk about it.
I was trying to get you guys, I was trying to get you ladies some good men. I was looking,
Cruz, Knoxville, Tennessee, 27, no kids, data engineer. I'm assuming you've never been married.
No.
What kind of woman you looking for?
It's kind of rough. So I'm originally from Jamaica, so I recently moved here like 2 years ago. I think the dating scene here is much different. Like everyone wants to have fun, and that's fine. But in terms of serious, just someone that knows where they're going. You know, they have their priorities in check. Of course, we're gonna have fun, but yeah, just standing on business, I would say.
Standing on business, you would say. Okay.
Yeah.
And if anyone see these rings, that's my
not
right
bad.
hand. These add weights to me type.
What's the difference in dating here compared to Jamaica?
It's a lot more unserious person here, I would say. Ladies, let me just be specific.
Well, women feel like the men aren't serious. You feel like the women aren't serious?
I would say that. I mean, the women, they want to have fun, and that's fine. I want to have fun too, but more on the serious route. It's kind of hard to find that.
He said it's hard to find a serious woman. How long you been in America for?
Well, I've been traveling extensively for years, but like living a little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your deal breakers besides not a serious woman?
I don't really put parameters on deal breakers. It's really because everyone is different. You know, I'm dynamic. I'm flexible with that. It's just about meeting the person, just getting to know them. You know.
Okay, getting to know them. Should she look a certain way?
I prefer someone with physical appearances. I'd want to wake up to her.
You don't want to wake. You don't want to wake up. Someone that you could wake up to. You mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. So a face he could wake up to.
I don't think that's much to ask.
No, I don't think it's much to ask. I don't think so. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, I do. Okay, so I'm good with that.
Not bad, guys, not bad. He's young, 20. He's young, but he's not bad. I mean, nothing unreasonable. We haven't heard anything unreasonable, so.
I don't think any real man should be concerned about that, in a sense.
No real man should be concerned about money. Ouch.
No real man should be concerned about that. Let me ask you this.
Right.
Could she have kids?
I guess that's one of my deal breaker. No kids.
Because you have no kids, correct?
Right, no kids.
You want her to be in Tennessee?
It doesn't matter. I travel a lot. I travel almost every other weekend. So.
Okay. All right, Cruz, let's do the Kendra Cam.
What's that? Do I just get up and just...
You stand up and we see your full body.
Okay. Does that work? Sorry, I've been working from home all day.
Because if you move back a little bit, the gesture is to see.
Damn, why is it that all the men are inside with the inside jobs instead of being outside working with their hands, being muscular, being manly, man, what's going on? I like a man to work outside or a man that does things outside. I don't know whether I deal with somebody well and they behind a keyboard. I want you to be outside digging ditches or something.
See, like get a gauge of height and all that stuff. Okay. All right.
I don't know. Does that work?
I think we're good. Okay.
When
was the last relationship?
Serious relationship, maybe over a year now.
Over a year. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I prefer not to say that over the internet.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
What's that?
3 flaws you have to work on.
Right.
I think I'm a little judgmental and I'm really a loner. So I'll shut down a lot and not communicate, which is always a factor. I'm an overthinker as well. So I think that's 3 things there.
You overthinker as well. Okay.
My bad.
And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Right.
I don't know about being lucky because we're all flawed, but I could say why a woman which would want to be with me. I'm someone that's trying to achieve great things, having a well-balanced life and family, and just looking someone to go on the journey of life with, being serious, no fun.
Okay. Right. Now, what's the age range you would date Cruz? You're 27.
Right. I prefer within my age range or older, not younger. I don't think. Kind of one that's a fan of older ladies. So yeah.
Say one more time.
I'm a fan of older ladies. Within my age group is fine as well. Just someone mature. I'm not putting any parameters on that or specific numbers.
All right. He said he likes older women. We got some paid questions for you. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this was from the last person, actually. No, that was for the last guest. All right. So I think we might be good. We got Cruz, Knoxville, Tennessee, 27. He likes older women.
No, he looks a good candidate.
No kids, no women with kids. I'm assuming you want kids.
Right.
Data engineer. He said he wants a serious woman. He's from Jamaica, and he's finding out a lot of serious women in America.
Right.
There is a question for you. Posh Pearls 23 says, many Jamaican men have a stigma of being womenizers and being very promiscuous.
Oh, wow.
What is your position on this?
Is that the case? I don't know.
As well as monogamy in a relationship.
So I've been at that stage before. I think we all go through that stage, especially as men, where we want to just have fun, whatever we're young. So I do agree somewhat, especially within the Jamaican culture, that stigma is actually true with being a womanizer. We pass through that stage as men, I would say, in general. Me specifically.
You feel like you passed through that stage already?
Yeah, I'm past that.
He said he passed through that stage.
Oh, he passed. Oh, okay. So he wants to be in a relationship. He wants to be in a positive relationship. Oh man, is this women's type? Oh man, what does that mean? Me
okay.
I would not be on this show if I was in that phase.
He wouldn't be on this show if he wasn't in the phase of finding him a wife or girlfriend. So he's looking for a relationship. He's looking for that. So I don't know how I picked some decent guys today who actually want to be in a relationship, who actually want to deal with a woman. But see, here the whole thing is the software corrupt. Is the software corrupt? Just like men always think of women, is the software correct? Is the software corrupted? We don't know. I don't think all men are womanizers. I know there's men out there who want to be faithful, who want to be in relationships. Not all of them are trash. Not all of them are dusties. Not all of them are womanizers. That's the thing. We just got to look for the right person. And a womanizer can turn into a husband. It just depends. I mean, just depends.
He said he would not be on the show if he was in that phase. Sophia said, Cruz, you seem like a catch. What is your age cap? Best of luck, engineer, fit, and no kids. So she likes you, but wants to know, you said older women, but what is the oldest?
Well, I wouldn't want to say just older women. I would not put a specific number on it. I'm just saying someone that's mature. I'm not.
You're 27. Would you date a woman that's 40?
No, maybe 35 max.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
So 35 is the maximum age.
Right.
Okay, 35 max. That's what she was trying to get at. All right.
Yeah, but he's not gonna date too many that are older. I mean, he has his limit.
This one said, Lavia said, because he is well spoken and not acting crazy, they are calling him gay. The cousins are miserable. He is fine and my age.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I realized here. Like being well spoken or maybe just grooming yourself, you're considered gay in this country. I don't know. In where I'm from, it's like
we shouldn't even be calling them funny and gay because they groom themselves, put themselves together. I mean, he seems personable, knows how to talk on the computer, makes his own money, willing to be a provider. 27, right at that age where he's looking for somebody permanent. We shouldn't shame him for being, putting himself together.
So.
Well, let me tell you something.
I'm fully straight, so.
Right.
And I do get my pedicures and manicures just to add on to that list. I'm fully straight.
Yeah, I mean, I actually feel sad for the women who never met straight men that come across this way. It really, I mean, it speaks more volume of the woman that says you're gay than the actual person. Because to me, I just feel bad that you never met men who don't come across as aggressive or I don't know what the non-gay signs are, right? There's non-gay signs, but what's so crazy is sometimes the non-gay signs, they be gay.
Exactly. So
sometimes the men that y'all think, and it's happened a few times where I was very surprised. So, at the end of the day, for a woman that is not used to a man that can be as your nature and not be gay, I feel bad for that woman,
Yeah, and plus me a Jamaican, me a yard man, we not do them things that like cultural strong, straight.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna deep dive into that conversation.
Chill, man.
All right, Bruce, are you on the Kendra G thing?
He ain't bad. He ain't bad at all. I mean, he ain't bad at all. He ain't bad at all. He's okay. Maybe he might be on that rainbow spectrum. He might be a little bit, but we don't know. But he's personable enough, and he's willing to be a provider. He's personable and all that, good enough to put him on the list. Okay, and that's good enough, and not bad at all. Not bad. This is our next candidate. Come on up. Hey, look, I think I picked pretty good. I pick because somebody said, "Oh, she didn't. HQ didn't try for me. HQ didn't try to get us some good candidates. I'm getting you good candidates right here. Men who don't have kids. Maybe they might have one or two, but most of them don't have no kids, and they ain't reasonable. Look, you can ask Flora. There's some goofy people and men out here who have weird ideas. We can pretty much spot within some of their talking points when they're gonna get goofy, okay? When they're gonna jump out the window. So far, I ain't seen not one, right? Seen not one goofy, right? So let's watch this guy.
My bad.
Let's see.
Sit up. What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Your name is Alex? Okay. Give me 1 second, Alex. Alex, where you calling us from?
I am in Indiana right now.
You're in Indiana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, and you're from Indiana?
Nah, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Okay, how about this? Where do you live?
I live in Indiana.
Okay, Indiana. How old are you?
22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. What you do for a living?
I'm a barber, and I work at a blood bank.
Barbara, you work at a blood bank. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. So we got Alex, Indiana, 22, Barbara, works at a blood bank. No kids, never married.
Not bad.
All right, what kind of woman you looking for, Alex?
Man, I'm just looking for somebody who really values, respect. Somebody who really they in tune with themselves as a person. They're not trying to be somebody they not. Really just an overall, genuine person, just very genuine.
Okay.
Yes.
What are your deal breakers?
All of the men today, the 5 men that we've seen so far, are good candidates. Nothing out of the ordinary. Single, the range, the age, 41, all the way down to 22. He's Alex, 22. Good candidates. Because somebody said to me, HQ, you ain't giving us good candidates for men. I'm giving you good candidates today. Nothing goofy, nothing weird, quirky sense of humor. But overall, all 5 of them been good. You can get them on a coffee date. AJ Walker, hello.
Probably a deal breaker would probably be definitely like disrespect, because I'm big on respect. So definitely disrespect. Like if I sense you got a real problem with like disrespect or whatever, like that would probably be a deal breaker for me.
Let's see if he's more mature than his 22 years of age. Let's see if he's more mature. Because if the more mature he is at a younger age, the 9 times out of 10 he got those standards and he got those boundaries. And he ain't just gonna take no bum Keisha. Let's see if we can see some maturity in him.
Okay, you want to give some examples to women what you would consider disrespect?
Definitely like, just like verbally just out of line 24/7. That's something I really don't like to put up with. Or like physically, out of line, like abusive or something like that. Can't do it. Cannot do it.
Cannot do it. Okay. Should she look a certain way?
You said what?
Should she look a certain way?
Look a certain way? Like you asking me like a type, like physical
Yeah.
type?
Do you want light skin, dark skin, short, tall, skinny,
Definitely dark skin. I'm not with like the whole light skin like wave. I don't like that.
Why? What's wrong with light skin women?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just like a preference. My mama, not light skinned, so I just gravitate towards, a lot of melanin.
Okay, so he wants a darker woman. Any other requirements?
Not really. Oh, I like tall women too.
Oh, that's good. Shout out to the tall girls. How tall are you, Alex?
I'm 5'11".
Do you want someone taller than you or as tall as you?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say taller than me, but if we was to, vibe, and, we like each other a lot, then I don't have no problem with it. you know.
So you like maybe like 5'7", 5'8", 5'9"?
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Alex Indiana, 22, Barbara, works at a blood bank, no kids. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
Nah. I mean, yeah, I'm not really judgmental on that part. Like if you just making, you making bread, you know what you're doing, you're not really like just out here, unemployed, then that's enough.
And that's enough. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
What's that?
That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Oh, okay. All right. So this me, my body.
We gotta see your legs.
Oh, you guys. Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I got it. All right, we got you, Alex.
Okay, Alex. Right. Not bad.
Alex, would you date a woman with kids?
Of course.
Okay.
Now, why would he say of course? As young as he is, why would he say of course? Wow. But then I don't know.
Woman with kids. Do you want kids yourself?
Nah, I mean that's not on my
Yeah, you're young. No time soon, but in the future?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
When
was your last relationship, Alex?
Last relationship, it was like 8 months ago.
8 months ago. Now, you're 22. What's the age range you want to date?
Right.
That's a good question. Definitely like I say I didn't been with somebody that's been like way older than me. So probably like 32 and below.
32 and below. Oh, you will go older. You've been with what's way older than you?
You said who? You asking?
You said you've been with someone way older.
Yeah, he looked like he going to Glaze City, right? I mean, maybe he, you know what? He looking for a sugar mama. Maybe he looking for a sugar mama.
Older than you. What was that age?
Yeah, she was like 35 or 36.
And how old were you? You're 22.
I was 19 at the time.
That is not good.
That is perfect.
Why was that woman dating you at 19?
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't say we was dating. We was like, like
that's even worse. Why was I feel like she was taking advantage of you?
No, we was talking. We was like,
That didn't do anything sexual?
Of course, yeah.
That to me, she was taking advantage of you. That's too old.
I was 19. I see if I was like 17.
You was 19, she was 30 what?
35, 36. One of those.
That's too old. No.
She had 2 kids.
No. She should have knew better. No. I don't think that's good. Ladies, just like if that was a guy 36, like if that was a guy 36 with a 19-year-old girl, I know technically I think you're legal at some ages by the age of 18. But no, that's a red flag.
So you think she groomed him?
I think that's a red flag. But that experience makes you open to older women?
Yeah, of course.
Jeez.
Oh God. All right, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Like 6 months ago. It's been 6 months.
Okay. So. 3 flaws you have to work on.
At least he's not trampy.
Probably my definitely I'm trying to think 3. Probably like being better with not, letting a lot of things get to me. That's probably one. Like I sometimes in a relationship I could get like a little irritated with little things. So that's something I could work on. Probably 2 would be my like attentiveness. That's something I could work on. And 3 will probably be what else? I don't know. I don't think I can come up with a third one. I'm pretty put together when it comes to stuff like that. So.
Ooh, yeah. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Alex?
I don't want to sound cocky or nothing, but like I really feel like I'm just right now I'm in that category of dudes that actually care. Like I really do care when I'm in a relationship. It's no like nonchalantness or none of that. Like I'm very chalant. So
okay. Well, let's do it. We got Alex, Indiana, 22, Barbara, blood, and works at a blood bank. No kids. You said you would date a woman with kids?
Yeah.
All right. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
He went a little bit.
Nah.
Oh, you got to download the app and create your profile. Alex,
you ain't that good. He ain't that damn good. He ain't that damn. Yeah. We already see. He like older women, because older women probably putting money on him. He 22 years old. What you doing with a 30-year-old, 19 doing with a 30-something-year-old woman? She paying some bills. She giving her, and what the hell does he do? What the hell is his job? What the hell is it? What was it? What the hell was his job? I forgot. He ain't making no damn money. So he meet classing with older women. And that's fine. That's why he said, I can deal with older women. Is chalant even a damn word? No, it's not a chalant. He think it's a word. He ain't bad, but he just saying.
Are you on it? Are you on it?
Are you on it?
I own it.
Uh-oh.
Are you on it?
I own it.
Oh, okay.
Why you ask if I'm on it?
You know why you ask. Don't be dumb. Don't be playing like you stupid. You know what time it is. And you're just trying to flirt with your old ass.
No reason.
Okay.
My bad.
Now, when you join the app, you can use the name right there at the bottom because we have usernames now.
Okay.
All right.
Bye,
Alex.
So I'm trying to shoot a shot at Kendra. Really?
And you don't ever use the app? Like I could never get in touch with you? Like,
look at this simple shit here.
Why would you want to get in touch with me? You're talking to me right now.
Yeah, because I just think you look very good. So,
baby, you know. the man that entered the cemetery yesterday got a better chance than you.
Oh, shit.
First of all, I'm not available. Second of all, you are 22 years old. I'm 45 years old. There's no way in hell I would date a boy that was 22 years old.
No way in hell. We're not in hell right now.
Oof.
Well, no way on earth. No way in hell. No way in Mississippi. No way in California. No way in New York. No way on Pluto. No way in Venus. No way on Mars.
Damn.
No way in your grandma's house. No way in your granddaddy's house.
God. Okay, I got it now.
You got it? You good?
Yeah,
you good?
Yeah, I got it.
You good? Okay. Okay.
Thank
Bye,
you.
babe.
Bye.
Why you do all that? Now you knew you wanted to hear something. That made you feel good when he said that, didn't you? You know it made you feel good. That's why you try to shame the young man. What's she trying to shame the young man for? He just said you look good enough for me to talk to, and then you're gonna burn him up like that. You see, Kendra be on some ish. She be on some ish. She knows she done ran into some of them that she like, but she would never live it down if she picked anybody off her app. She would never live it down because she know the men on her app be on some ish sometime, a lot of time. Yeah, he was looking for the react. Of course, he knew she was gonna say all that. Look at this. Look at this. He knew. She knew. Hold on. Damn. I be hitting the wrong button sometimes. This is our next candidate right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Okay, wipe your screen. I remember your ass, and I met you in person in Dallas. Okay.
What's wrong?
Is that better?
Yes. Okay, so I don't remember a lot, but we met in person in Dallas.
Yeah.
And what I do remember is you don't want a woman to work. You want a woman that is just gonna work for your family and have your kids. And you wanted a lot of kids, but she can't work for nobody else. Is that pretty much right?
Yeah, for the most part. Can I say the reason why I say that?
Yeah, you can Say the reason why, and then I want to ask you what was.
Wait a minute, hold on. I remember him. I remember this one right here. He started talking them red pill talking points. All of the red pill talking points. He started talking. And then we were like, dude, you ain't gonna find nobody with all them talking points. This is it. Listen.
The feedback like?
Sure. The reason why I say that is because I don't think it was intended, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't intended for a woman to get out here and hustle like a man.
Okay. So you want to be the provider for your family. Mm-hmm. But again, I remember, how many kids you want?
It's Godspeed. I say that I want kids. That's what I should say.
Okay.
I should just say it because it's decent to just say that. Because when you say that you want like 5, 10 kids, it sounds like she gotta pop the kids out or you gonna get mad or something. So I just want kids. That's all.
Okay, you just want kids. Now, what was the feedback that you received?
I got my old type. It was okay, Kendra. It was just I've noticed that I received a lot of Christian feminists.
You received a lot of Christian.
Yes, you can't. The reason why you got that is because he said all of them talking points, them red pill talking points. You know what I'm talking about. She got to be this, blah, 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 blah. She can't work for nobody. She got to work with me. I take care of her. She can't leave the house, wear a drag. Just all that. Just listen to him.
Feminist. Ooh, break down that adjective.
What it is it's women who believe according to their interpretation. And so if you don't see it how they see it, then because it's a way to control the man subtly. So I noticed that there was a lot of women that were very controlling, but they
you don't think wait, tell me your name again. I'm sorry. Don't kill me.
It's Serge, but I go by Leo too.
Okay, Leo. Now you don't think you can you know everybody thought you were controlling.
No, Kendra, my exes, they watch your show. They know that that I've made an appearance. None of them would ever dare to come on here and say that, I've dated him, I've lived with him, because they would have nothing bad to say about me. They wouldn't even say that I'm controlling. I believe in letting people be. But I will say this though, I do set boundaries that cannot be crossed.
Now, why are they your exes?
Why are they my exes? I think that they would say that they weren't ready.
Okay, so let's break it.
No, he has a very weird philosophy. He just weird. You gotta hear the whole thing, but she ain't going through the whole thing.
Now, Leo, how old are you again?
I'm 33.
Do you have no kids, correct?
No kids.
And do you live in Dallas?
Yeah, I'm in the Dallas area.
Okay, and what do you do for a living?
I have my own business.
Okay, what kind of business, honey?
I run a nonprofit, and I also I am an employer for a pet business.
Okay, employer for a pet business.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Leo, 33. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
I don't believe in them, but I'm aware of them. Okay. I'm a Leo.
Oh, okay. Leo. So Leo, 33, no kids, Dallas, owns his own business. Now let's break it down. Let's be clear. Let's see if we can find you. So out of all because we was on, I think I talked to you for an hour last time. I can't talk to you for an hour this time. But in that hour conversation, you didn't get any prospects that.
No, here's my thing. It was weird the way he was talking, and he was saying all of those talking points. That's why he didn't get a woman, because we knew as soon as we heard the way he was talking, ain't no woman going over there. There wasn't no woman going over there the way he was talking. It just wasn't. I mean, if she go through the questions again and blah, 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 you're going to see what we mean. It's just off.
Fit your needs.
I talked to
if he put all of his standards and all that stuff out there and he didn't get a woman,
quite a bit of women, but I'm very quick with the vetting process, Kendra, and what I saw, I didn't like right away.
Okay, what disqualified women immediately from your vetting process?
All the women that reached out to him were religious, and he's just listen.
Don't understand that I'm looking for a homemaker and not a career woman. That was one thing that I noticed. They again were Christian feminists, so they only saw their belief in God the way they saw it, and you can't really guide them, which is another thing. I noticed that the women don't want to be led; they want to lead themselves, and the man and they want it to be in more so of a partnership, and I don't want a partnership at all.
Okay, so that's right. You do not want a career woman.
No, not at all.
The woman have kids already?
No.
Okay, so she can't have kids already. You do not want a career woman. Now, what are some other deal breakers, Leo?
She can't. If she won't obey her man, then I probably wouldn't be the man for her.
What obey now, Leo? Now I'm trying to go with you.
You on mute. You was on mute.
Hey, for another human being.
Right. So the reason why you use the word obey is because most guys men are naturally a certain way, and men that don't do it, because Kendra, I believe it or not, I got game too. And when I want to be a slut maker, I turn all this off and I just give women the thrill, and then I get whatever I want. And I don't say things like, will you obey me and stuff like that. But when a man is looking for a wife, he is generally looking for someone that he can lead, and then she has to have good following skills. Mm-hmm. So when I say obey, I'm making it very clear that the position is not a one to be fought on. Like I don't want to be debated on like how we raising children. Like it's not, they're going to be raised in the image of.
No woman is going over there.
HQ, can I say something?
Go, Black America, go, sir.
All right. I don't understand why you hating on the young. I just came up because it seemed like you kind of down talking him.
I'm not hating on him. I'm saying he's not getting the woman he wants because of what he wants.
No, he's not going to get many women that he's want because he's not attractive. That it has to do with So if he was rich and spouting the same shit, it's gonna be a bunch of women that's coming on to him that would be Christian. But he's Christian and he's talking shit, and he's not a Denzel Washington or a Tyson Beckford or Shamar Moore looking. This nigga looks like a damn Jamaican with a bad haircut. I'm telling you, it has to do with the level of his attractiveness. But the young man has standards, and because of his standards for the woman that he wants, he's gonna have to burn down a whole hayfield to find one needle. It just doesn't look good for him. His prospects don't look good.
Yeah, because of what his standards are, what he's talking about he wants. When he starts spouting that obey, and she cannot do X, Y, and Z, you ain't getting no women to come over there unless she's Christian.
Okay, so let's go back to that. HQ, if we marry and I say that you can't go on girl trips, are you going on girl trips?
No, I probably wouldn't.
Okay, so
but if you said you better not go on those girls trips, then we would have a problem. So then what you need to realize is that if I don't have any control, I can't protect you. And this goes back to the protection thing. Like I said, this young man has some standards. The women don't want to follow him. Okay, he's just going to move along.
I went to a church a couple of weeks ago. All the women had on pants in the church. I have never been to a church where even the women up in the pool, it was a woman ran church, where even women up in the pulpit had on pants. Like, I've never seen that.
Oh, white
So,
church all the time. White
yeah,
church do that all the
I've,
time.
I've only been to a white church for a funeral. I'm talking about a black church with black people.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm saying church and the way that Christian women are now, Christian feminists, as he puts it, it's just changed. And it's
He's not
not
a
the
bad
way.
looking guy. He's not a bad looking guy. He's not.
He's not attractive though.
But he ain't dog ugly though.
I'm a 3-4. He is on the same level as me, but he's not, because I'm older and I'm more established. He wants somebody to come churn butter, and I'm the kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy to say, go to Family Dollar and go get us some butter. You see what I mean? It's just a different way of telling people to do things.
Right.
And I mean, if that's what he want, that's what he want. I mean, you can't hate on him.
What's wrong with the feminine? What's wrong with the Christian feminine? What's wrong with the? No, he didn't say Christian feminists. He said, "What did they Christian?" Yeah, but that was his first thing. His first requirement was she had to be Christian, which in and of itself, if you're a Christian, you're going to be obeying the Bible and all of those things, which means she should be working with him.
That's not the way Christian feminists work. But I'm finna go ahead and lay back down. I'm gonna keep on watching you though. I got a headache, so I'll holler at you in a minute, huh?
Okay. Thank you for coming up. G Honda, hello.
HQ, what you up here talking about?
Yeah, we up here breaking down this one religious young man who's very religious.
Oh boy.
I mean, he's I think he's very religious, but that's just me. I think the religion is getting in the way of what he wants. He can't find a woman that he wants through the religion, because he's going to find someone. He said a whole bunch of religious women reached out, but I thought that's what he wanted, but that's not what he wanted. He went too far into religion. Right.
Likeness of
but we got to see. Hold on.
Me and another thing that I don't want is I don't want her believing that she's a goddess, believing in the divine feminine, none of that. It's all fake. That's all her saying that she's into her ego, she's into herself, which generally comes from women that are working women. They get self gratification from just being workers. It fills their ego.
Let me ask you this. So you say it sounds like you want to run a dictatorship. So if your wife has a difference of opinion, right, you're saying no matter what you say goes.
So right. So
see, therefore, how you expect somebody if you don't have any compromise in you, if you don't have no men think they want that. Men think they want what he's talking about, but that's not how women run, and that's not how he's run. What you're doing with these standards, what he's doing is trying to control somebody else's behavior, and you can never control someone else's behavior. That's the problem. And he thinks by giving her all these boxes that she can only get into, he's going to control her behavior, and behavior doesn't work that way. That's why women are not going over there.
Yeah. So if she says,
hold on, okay, go.
So what degree of compromise are you referring to, HQ?
He doesn't have any compromise in him. He's saying my way is the way it goes, and that's not how it's going to work. That's the problem. No woman is going over there when if you tell me I can't, why would I go over there if I can't?
But HQ, when you got the same group of men that's liking the same group of women, and the same group of women liking the same group of men, what effective results are you actually getting?
I don't know what.
No, listen. Hold
Hold on.
So if he's saying that he wants a religious woman,
Right.
a woman that's hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you. Yes.
So if he's saying that he want a religious woman, but she got to have an IG body, but all the other men want that type of woman, right? With a degree of religiousness in her.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to get nothing substantial.
Look, I don't know what he made it seem as though religion was the first and the be all, because a religious woman will follow the doctrine of the Bible. That's what he said in his first interview. He's not a hideous looking man. He's not short. He's not any of those things. If you think he's reasonable, then okay, fine. But the one thing he doesn't get, one thing men don't get, you cannot control a woman's behavior. You can only control your behavior. So when you say, I don't want a woman, I want a woman to do X, Y, and Z, and she's only in these boxes. No,
Not even a church woman. He can't control a church woman's behavior and tell her to stop being a harlot.
No, you can't. You can't control another human's behavior.
No, not another human.
You can, if you think she's going to leave. She's going to leave.
No, I'm saying his woman. I mean, if
it's his woman, you cannot control another human being. It just don't work that way.
If you piping her right, you can.
No, you can say, you can ask her, but if she says no, you can't get mad at her for saying no. She's her own individual person. You can't do that. That's just like me. Just for example, let me give you an example.
That's not true.
Hold on. Let me give you an example. I want to marry you. I tell you, you can't go out with your boys. You can't be out past 10 o'clock. You can't blah, blah, blah. You got to go to church with me. You got to be blah, you got to make sure this is done, and this is done. I put all of those things on you. I want a man who's faithful. You better not look at another woman. I want to make sure you don't spend no time with your friends. You can't be out with your boys because they all single.
I mean, if it's right. I'm saying if it's threatening if it's threatening and not conducive to our marriage, then that goes without saying. But I'm saying all things that.
But that's what I'm saying. The demands that he is making is on that. I'm just trying to give you comparable as to what he's saying. To what he's saying. He's saying, I would like her to be. She has to follow me. What do you mean follow you? She has to obey me. What do you mean obey me? I'm an individual person. That makes
no
sense.
Right. He not giving because he's not attractive, right? Because first of all, he wouldn't be on Kendra G. He'll actually be in the church where the church women are. So,
and then the church women came to him, but he didn't want none of them church women. Wouldn't you be able to get the kind of woman that you want to obey you, to follow you, if you were doing the church? If religion.
That's what I'm saying. He wants the so-called religious women with the IG bodies. Oof. The women that you see.
That's
exactly. The women that he's lusting after are the women he's scrolling on IG. But he wants those type of women to build to bend to his degree of religiousness. That's what he's looking for.
That ain't gonna work.
No, it's not.
Yes.
He says go.
Otherwise, he would have been able to choose from one of those religious women, but he's not able to choose because he doesn't desire them like that. That's the point. He has a lot of standards. I get that. But attraction, I don't care what you say. You got to be attracted to the person before you gather all that other stuff. If you ain't attracted, it ain't gonna happen.
Go right. I think we should go right. I'm pretty sure I know we should go right, and I want to go left. She going left with me.
But what if he's right? What if going right is actually the truth? Like, you're driving and she knows we should go right. So you're saying just because you are the man in the relationship, you would rather be wrong than to listen to your wife who could potentially be right. Because for you, it matters more as a man to just do what you want to do and her follow you, even if it's wrong.
It doesn't matter more to me as a man, and like I get to hold that title. I'm actually very I'm non-imposing. So you let her be for sure, but you correct her in areas that are really essential, right? Like,
can a woman correct a man? Jihan?
Oh, why not?
Oh, okay.
Like it.
Hold
like,
up, hold up. Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm in the confines of a relationship or just emasculate? Okay, are you talking about correct, or emasculate the man?
I mean, he just said correction.
Because he's been black pilled. He's been black pilled a number of times. I don't know if you could tell that.
Yeah. So I'm saying, okay, so if you can do correction, can I not do correction too?
Yeah, I mean it's for mutual growth.
Oh, okay.
So if you bringing things to my attention and things that I'm doing that are not fruitful to our future, then of course, then I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna reflect, and I'm gonna value that information and apply that correction that you've given me, and it should go both ways.
Right. Okay.
Let me say this: it's important that we recognize that I'm saying that I'm going to be the example first.
But I want to just jump in because I can't spend too much time. But we're all human beings, so you're not always going to be right. You have to know this, right? There will be times when you're with a wife or whomever, they will be correct over you. But it seems like you're not going to honor that because you are the man in the marriage, in the union. And that is just crazy. Like any good man, a lot of men who have wives, they look to their wives for guidance at times. Of course, they're still the leaders, but they value the input that their wife has to give. They're not saying, just follow me because I said so. And I don't know if you have husband friends. You know, I'm not a man, so I can't talk anything about that. But you should get you some husband friends. And a lot of the husbands I know, they value their wives' input a lot. And that's actually why some of them even married them, because they felt like she was the secret sauce.
Kendra, the only men that I'm around have wives. I don't involve.
Wives obey them?
All their wives obey them.
I failed to believe.
Love Kevin Samuels.
Wow.
May he rest in peace. He's not here to say anything.
I just don't understand what he means by obey. What do you mean, obey? What does that mean? I mean, I don't understand.
Is that really a question?
There's no such thing as obey. That's not an obey. You're using it as a cudgel or something to hit over the woman's head. Women, there's no such thing as obeying in a relationship.
But as you submit yourself to your man, then and only then can I fully protect you as I can, and as you fall under my covering. I have to have a degree of control over you as you obey and submit to me. But you sound like you twisted it, HQ.
No, because maybe it comes out differently from him, but I don't know. It just maybe it sounds different. It sounds manipulative because I know what he's talking about.
Because he's suffering from black pill trauma. Anytime you're suffering from black pill trauma, and then you've been let down.
Explain it to me real quick.
Black pill trauma.
Yeah, what you mean by trauma? What do you mean?
He's been black pill, like women that he's been pursuing. He's been getting stepped on. This guy, he's been simping. He's been one of those guys that been used for breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner. What? Women used for dinner dates. Yeah, that type of guy.
Ooh. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's listen.
Yeah.
Let me say this to that. So, okay, because I can't give you an hour again. Does the woman have to look a certain way?
No.
You don't care how she looks. Okay, should she you don't care about her money, correct?
No, I don't care about her money. But Kendra, let me make it clear. I think that a woman that she's capable of being a homemaker, but she can also be capable of making money from the home as well.
Yeah, he was the one who said he didn't want his woman to work outside the home. He wanted his woman to be in the house working for him. So he didn't want her to be outside. That's right. That's right. He was the one who said that. And that kind of threw the women off too. He wanted a woman to work inside the home. She would be working for him, and she would be in the home cooking and cleaning. Like she wouldn't be able to not lead a home, but she wouldn't need to lead the home because he would do everything. Yeah, he's the guy who said that. We gotta listen to him. It's wild.
Wait.
Yeah, he said he would have his own business. She would work for him. She wouldn't need to leave the house. That kind of weird. Yeah, this is the one who said that.
I mean, if she balancing the books and keeping like the accounts and bills in order and keeping the house in order as he's, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I mean, as far as controlling as to, you know, where, when, and what time she can eat, like R. Kelly style, like, I mean, that's crazy.
I don't know. We gonna listen, because I could have sworn he was the one who said he gonna have a business and she gonna work from home and not have to leave the home. And it was just weird. Let's listen.
Entrepreneur.
Right.
Okay.
A-Type Pro.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Project Leroy.
Oh, shoot.
And my thing is, I thought the religious woman would be perfect for him, because this is what, you know, he said she don't need to work outside the home and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. But that ain't this. That ain't this.
That's who been blackpilling. He's been getting blackpilled by the church women, the church harlots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Listen to what he said.
Can you hear this? Shannon is the CTO. We are changing up the app, and he's here to watch how I host the show. And you see what I deal with, right? We gotta see your legs, Leo. Okay, Leo, when was your last relationship?
I would say around February.
Okay, you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It was around February.
Okay, 3 flaws you have to work on.
I need to work on letting people be. I can get a lot better at that. I need to work on being present in the moment, because sometimes you're not in the moment, your head's somewhere else. And I need
to work on that.
I need to work on cooking, but it ain't gonna ever happen.
Because your wife would have to cook, for sure.
Yeah, it just feels like something that I would never do. Cook, it ain't gonna never happen, ever.
So when your wife is pregnant and she's tired, you won't cook then?
I think that the grill would be an interesting thing that I would like to get into, because I love steak.
Okay.
But outside of that, nah, it ain't happening.
So again, when she's pregnant and tired, would you be the cook then?
No.
So so you want her to be pregnant, tired, and still make sure she cooks?
Kendra, I would be considerate of all things, but what I'm saying mostly is, when I'm tired, I'm gonna get up and go to work.
No, but right now I'm just talking.
So basically, what he's saying, even if she's tired and she's pregnant and she's heavy with a baby, she still got to get up and cook and clean. Then you listen to the way he talked. This is what he's saying. The last interview was real good, because it was just.
And that's where it gets wonky. That's like if you
that's what he means, right? Ain't that what he means? When I'm tired, I got to still get up and go to work. Ain't that what he means?
I mean, if she's 7, 8 months, and
that's what he said. Just weird. Just y'all, you would have had seen the first interview, just all the way off the rails.
You know what?
you know what? It's how egregious is it for a man not to know how to cook, right? Because like, all the reasons. No, think about it. All things considered, right? All the resources we have with YouTube, Food Channel.
Right.
Really though, man, you should know how to cook to a degree, right?
Even if you make eggs and bacon,
Because
how you doing?
right?
Hey, Papa Blanco, salute to you, bro.
Yeah, hey, babe.
Go ahead, sir.
Mm.
Good, good. I believe that most men that I knows how to cook.
Right.
So, I know how to cook real good myself. So, and the guy and my friends, they know how to cook. Usually for some odd reason, I know more men than cook that cook more than women.
Mm. Mm. You should at least know how to make 4 or 5 dishes so you don't starve, right? And he's saying he ain't cooking at all. That's what I'm saying. He said she would be in the house cooking and he wouldn't do nothing inside the house.
I think he's just lying. I don't believe that part from him.
Oh, no, this is exactly how he was the last time she talked to him. He said all religious women reached out to him and he wasn't interested in the religious women, but that's what he asked for.
Yeah, I think he just got me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because usually when I have a girl, she usually gonna do most of the cooking, but I'm not gonna be like if she don't feel like doing it or whatever. I'm not gonna just, like I'm gonna just if I'm hungry, I'm gonna get up and do it. Simple as that.
Right.
It's probably certain dish that I like to my liking that she probably don't know how to cook. Like I like arroz con pollo. She probably ain't gonna know. She probably ain't gonna know how to do that.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm gonna get up and do it.
Right. I don't know about this dude. I don't know.
About the dynamic of your wife being pregnant. Now, she could be tired for a lot of different things.
Right.
But let's just talk about in the dynamic of she's carrying your child. She's visibly tired. Would you step up and then be the person to cook for the family since your wife is tired?
Cook or order some food for us.
So you're never gonna cook for your wife?
No, it ain't gonna happen, Kendra. It's a lot of women, Kendra, that take pride in making sure that they breakfast, lunch, and dinner is made. There are homemakers out there and women who understand what being a wife consists of. We try to custom our own way of what being a wife is, and it just doesn't work.
Well, Leo, this is what I'm saying today. I'm not pushing you back there, and I agree with that. But I also know life happens, right? So what I'm trying to get you to understand is life happens. I know you have this perfect plan, but something can happen to you. And then now your wife got to step up and be the financial burden to keep the family going. So I was just trying to see if, God forbid, I use the example of being pregnant, but God forbid your wife gets into a car accident, she's not capable. Like, I think you're not being realistic to.
See, I told you, if you listen a little bit longer, he's saying he ain't cooking. He ain't doing none of that. She got to do her job. What he said in the last interview, he said, I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning, I ain't doing none of that. She gonna do all of that. That's what he said in the last one.
In HQ, another place where he's missing the mark because a lot of freak offs happen in the kitchen too.
Boy,
yes, sir.
Yo, wow.
No,
I say that. He ain't lying. He ain't lying at all. HQ. You know what I do, HQ?
Wow.
I buy my girls Victoria's Secrets, man. I will like, yo, HQ, why don't you go put that pink or red Victoria's Secret that I bought you, man, and go cook a meal for a nigga.
Booty.
You're gonna do it with a smile in your face because I bought it for you. I know your size. Little things like that matters for women.
Right.
Oh my God, he knows my size. Oh, I'm a 2, a 4. Oh, I'm wet now.
Yeah.
Booty, biscuits, and jelly.
Yo, wow.
How life is gonna play itself out. And I think you need to be open-minded to a partnership. Now, I'm not saying you pick a woman who never cooks, but there could be 10,000 scenarios in which your wife cannot cook for whatever reason. And I was just curious to know if that reason occurred, would you step up? But we got the answer, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I think that being an example, I think that strong men are the example. She will have a man who leads by example, less of this, but more actions. So I think that yes, I'm firm, I'm forward, and those can be cons, but the pros is I'm resilient, I'm relentless in whatever I apply myself to. So those will be some pros. And and whatever I'm asking of her, I'm also in submission to with my head as well.
Oh, you're in submission. Now this is the first of this conversation. What are you in submission to?
To God.
Oh, you're not in submission to her, to God.
Yeah, to God. Which means that there's a standard for how we're supposed to treat women in general, not just our wives, but we're supposed to be patient. We're not supposed to get angry with them. And I'm a prime example of that. You've seen it on your page, all through the comment section. I never gotten angry with anybody. I believe that we're here to just to show love. And so I think that if she wants true love, I think that comes from above. It comes from God. And I think that that would be the best thing that she would get.
Okay.
Is that I will follow God.
Okay. Now, with that being said, what is the age range you want to date, Leo? You're 33.
Between 21 and 30.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't give it this time, but last time you were hardcore on the amount of children, and then you even said if she wasn't willing to have all your children, you should be able to get another woman pregnant.
Yeah, that's him right there, right there. That was the other goofy thing he was talking about. If she can't give me the 5 or 6 kids that I want, she gonna have to be open to me going outside and getting them other kids. That's right. He did say that. Right. Okay. That's why he's having a problem. Okay, gotcha.
So
what about she's okay? What about she's okay with that? Whatever he picked.
He all those feminine, those Christian women reached out to him. What woman is going to be available for that except a religious or Muslim woman? What other woman is going to be okay with that?
You'll be surprised, man. It's hundreds of millions of women in America. You'll be surprised, man. One thing is the shit that y'all say, and one thing is that the shit that y'all do for the men that you actually love.
I don't believe
for the men that you love, you're breaking all the rules, man.
He said he's such
Am I wrong?
Guy.
HQ, am I wrong?
You're gonna break the rules for the guy that you want. Yes.
Okay, cool. You see, you know how I know this because I study you like a science project. I know you like at the back of my hand.
Right.
All that bullshit that y'all come over here and say online and tell that's just a bunch of bullshit. As soon as that nigga.
We don't believe in women don't believe in disrespect. Women ain't trying to be disrespectful or be disrespected. Now,
when you say disrespect, like how?
How? I mean, of course, we never gonna say never. We never gonna say a woman is never going to go over there, even though he says he gonna go see another woman. We're never gonna say a woman wouldn't do that. There's plenty of women who would do that. There's plenty of men who would do the same thing. We're not saying that, but the bulk of us are not going for a man who goes outside the marriage. The bulk of us are not. We don't like it, and we just don't like it. It just is what it is. And if we do stay there, basically you don't put a chink in the marriage, and eventually we're going to leave because of it. So what he's saying is, I want 5 kids. She's going to be, and if she can only give me 1, she got to be open to me going out and having 4 more with somebody else, even though I'm her husband. Ain't no woman going for that. Ain't no woman going for that.
I think he's just talking, man. Because it's not what he's saying. It's more like a who's saying. You see what I'm saying?
This is
you
just
can tell this thing.
Wow.
I think this nigga be like on the internet or some shit like that. He be getting like a lot of this quote unquote game of the internet shit.
Like
so now he pretty much repeating it.
Right. Yeah, he's saying some wild shit.
I could have swear he's mentioned something about like Kevin Samuel, right?
Yeah,
right.
I don't know who he follows or anything like that. I just know.
No, but he just didn't he mention the name Kevin Samuels?
I could have
swear he said so about Kevin Samuels or somebody on Japan. I don't know.
Because
maybe I'm wrong.
I remember he was saying, oops, oh shoot, wait a minute, hold on. I put the wrong, oh shoot, I went way too far. What the hell did I do? Oh, I did something. Okay, I did something. What the hell did I do?
I thought that.
Hold on. I went too far. Way back too far.
Right away.
Okay, what disqualified women immediately from your vetting process?
Hold on.
That is.
I did something with the doggone
Be
thing.
debated on like how we
function. Hold on.
I think you mute.
Close the window. I closed the window. Doggone it. I didn't mean to close the window on him. And I don't know how to find him. Wait a minute. Kendra G. Singer. But no, he said, let me find a woman who does this and she got to live with this and she got to live with this and she got to live with this. This is what he kept saying. And then I was like, wait a minute. I don't think you're going to find a woman and you're talking like this. I don't think it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a hard sell to get a woman. I understand women. I understand that you can get a woman, and I understand he may be a decent enough guy, but there ain't no way a woman is going over there after he said that. He's not going to find a woman. Yeah, he's not going to find a woman who, I don't think he's going to find a woman that's on the street that's actually going to go for something like that, who's actually going to go for a man who, and this is the man thing. Wait a minute. I don't think he's going to find a woman that's going to deal with this.
How about poor women, homeless poor women?
Homeless poor women?
Yes.
I don't know. Wait a minute. I looked at this one. Guest update. Hold
You know, a lot of girls fucking for rent, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. You're okay. I can't figure out how to make this. Hold on. He don't want a partnership. Hold on.
In the meantime, man, send some cash app, super chat, support the channel, keep the like button, share.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to get back to the okay, but I can't. So so I have to drop him out of there because I can't. Because I can't get back to him. Because it's something's wrong with the screen and I can't get back to that guy. So, but I'll change it to another guy. But thank you very much. Not him, but it'll be a different guy. And this will be my last guy. Here we go. Here we go, Bobby. This is my guy. Let's see what he got to say. That guy, anyway, that guy, he just had too many things. And then it just didn't work. I didn't break the internet. I just couldn't get back to it. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look. Yeah, but if I get back to that, then oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Here we go. Hold on. Thank you for the getting back there. This is nuts. Okay, hold on. Because I got the window small and then I got to deal with the window. That's the problem. Nope. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. I'm back there. Hold on, y'all. I'm back there. I just got to make the window small.
But between 21 and 30.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't give it this time, but last time you were hardcore on the amount of children. And then you even said if she wasn't willing to have all your children, you should be able to get another woman pregnant.
I thought that it would be in the best interest of the family to have kids. And now
listen to his explanation.
I will retract that by saying that if it's not in the cards, that's still me. The things that that will be a thing that I need to work on. I need to just let God sometimes. Maybe I want 3 kids, but maybe God don't want me to have 3 kids.
So are you changing that up? You will not go get another woman pregnant if your wife can't produce the amount of.
I didn't say another woman pregnant. I said that I would consider like a surrogate. Like, I think it's
He's still talking
important, but now I wouldn't even consider that. I would play the cards that I'm dealt.
Okay. Now you should be on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Yes.
What's your name on the app?
It should be Serge. SERG.
SERG?
Yeah.
You see what he was saying the last time? You see what he was saying the last time? And he's up here again.
Yeah, but look.
Right.
Do you think that Kendra G will say the same? Let's switch the guy. Switch him out. Let's switch him out with Nick Cannon. Do you think that Kendra G will be talking the same shit if that was Nick Cannon? Because that's what Nick Cannon exactly be doing.
Well, the only difference would be Nick Cannon has money, so she probably would be saying something to him, not necessarily the same thing, not necessarily the same thing, but she probably would say something to Nick Cannon about that many children. Yes, because I would say
so
something.
The money changed first. So forget the union, right? So what changes just the money, even though that is going to be real hard for this Negro to be on multiple homes. That doesn't change, but the money changed it. The money changed the equation, right?
No, for me, money doesn't change the equation. For me, it doesn't. That it still means that you're trying to be in multiple homes and it's not going to work. That still would be the problem I would have for a rich man to have as many kids as he has. How are you going to be a father? Money doesn't equate to being a father. It just doesn't equate to being a father. Okay, it just doesn't. To a woman, a real woman who wants a real marriage, wants to be in a real relationship, money does not equate to being a father. You can't replace a man in a kid's life. So no, him talking about 4 or 5 kids, him talking about getting 4 or 5 kids by different women, that is a no-go, because because the money, if a rich man came and said the same thing, I'd be like, how the hell are you going to be a good father to any one of your children? And how do you make them a priority? How do you make, if you got 4 or 5 kids, 4 different women, how do you make any one of those children a priority without hurting or damaging any one of those children? How do you do that?
I mean, it would be real hard, but it's doable. It would be real hard. I'm with you, but it's not like the idea.
How is it doable?
If you got plenty of money, you can put those bros literally like right next to each other, homes right next to yours, or at least very closely.
What if I want to stay in Louisiana, but you want me to move there with you? I live in Louisiana. My family is in Louisiana.
It's not about your family. Once you start popping out my baby, is my say so. What are you talking about your family?
And okay.
I don't know what world you live. Like you got this bunch of say so.
I don't know how you think that works on a large scale. Maybe the women that you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Again, you break the rules for the man that you actually love sexually and emotionally and psychologically. Okay.
Only emotionally.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what world you live that you think you got all this say so, like you make it see it over here on the online. A man control his house. The man is the. Let me educate you on something, HQ. A man that is a winner. Mm-hmm. We do what the fuck we want to do. Okay, you just tag along. Mm-hmm. All right. Our boss do what the fuck he wants to do. You tag along. Yeah, you better pray that you find yourself a winner in your life.
Yeah, but the thing is, not many men are like you. So therefore, it's not a vast majority of women who think that way.
I don't think about like I don't care about no money. I talk about moral standards, and of course the money gonna play a part. But no, a man that stand on something that just don't work like that, yo.
So you're saying if the person had money, you could be the best father you can be, even if you have 3-4 different households with 3-4 different children. You still could be a great father to those 3-4 different children in 3-4 different households. Compared
it
to
would be that's no
man with 3 kids under one roof.
That's no ideal, and it would be very challenging, but it's possible. I wouldn't recommend it. And if you want to do something like that, you better make it in a way that they live very, very close, which is gonna be there. It is very hard to pull though. I'm not gonna sit over here and lie to you. It would be very hard. Like you would have to have this bros to be kind of like, you know what I mean, like sister wives in a way. Don't give you no headaches. And if you get like two, just with your the bullshit that you be talking, I think you just be put on the show. I don't think you like that in real life. I think you shut the fuck up for the most part.
Yeah, I just do my own thing, keep my mouth shut. That's all.
Good.
That's it.
See if sir.
I mean, pretty boys don't have money, get easy access to women because he's good looking. I didn't say that wasn't true, of course, but
just the only. There's a couple of Serge. Serge Leo. Here he is.
Yeah, that's
Serge Leo on the Kendra G Singles dating app. So ladies, if you like him, you push the heart. If you really like him, you push the star. You will have to be on drugs.
Kendra, can I ask you this? What are the cousins or the people that you know, right? Not just the comment section. What are they saying that I'm getting wrong about my?
Y'all need to tell him. Y'all need to tell him what he's getting wrong. $10. Thank you, Meteoron. Papi Blanco TV. She almost slipped up and agreed with most her effing for a ring. Oh, we.
Approach.
What's going on?
Why is it that we don't understand that men they're being fake with the women, and then the women are finding out later that the men are being fake? Every man, when he rises and he starts to obey God, he sets boundaries, and then why? What am I getting wrong?
Well, to me, I just think that you're disregarding.
What he wanted to hear was from the audience. He wanted to hear the audience, and the audience tell him what's wrong in Kendra Cousins.
Regarding a woman as a human being, like you're looking at her as a person that can just fall into your life, and you're disregarding her as a natural person. And I think that, when I asked you the question about your wife being pregnant and not being able to cook, you stood strong and I'm not cooking because for you as a man, that's not what I do. But instead, if you really love this woman, you would want to serve her because for one thing, she's carrying your child. And if she's unable, and if your wife is ever in a moment when she's unable, the love you have for her should want you to want to show up for her. But instead, the way you answered that question, you answered it from your manhood, not from a place of, I love this person who is laying on her back, doing all that she can to bring my greatest gift into this world, which is my child. So for me, in that moment, you're not looking at women as human beings. You're just looking at almost a pet that's going to do what you say to do. And I don't know any woman in America that this will benefit. Now, let me jump in where you can find a woman like this. Maybe a woman who wants to be in America and is so damn happy that you choose her from a different country to bring her here. She will sign up for that. But guess what? After a year or two, she gonna leave your ass. She gonna leave your ass for somebody she meet at her job, somebody she meet on the street. You got her here and she obeyed as you wanted her to do. But once she met somebody else, she left you like Foo and Eddie Murphy in Raw. So I wish you the best of luck, but I don't know a human being walking that will sign up for this. But I could be wrong.
What's wrong with it, Papi Blanco? What's going on? Papi.
Hold on, give me a second. I need like 2 minutes. Hold on.
So what's wrong with the audience? What's wrong? What the hell? She did not have her job, remember? Okay, Kendra said no. So what the hell is wrong? Why isn't it? He's not a bad looking young man. He's not bad looking. He's young, able-bodied, willing to provide, do all of these things. Religious. What is he doing wrong? That's the question. What is this young man doing wrong? We would love to get him to get over the hump. G Honda said that he likes he likes the yams. He likes the yams instead of the regular woman that he's supposed to have. He likes the yams. I don't know about that because he hasn't said that, so we don't know. But something is wrong with what he's asking for. And I can't figure it out. What's going on?
I'm not God because I know who you obey, and that's not me. And I believe in that too. I don't say anything as absolute because I'm not God. But if I had to bet my life on it, I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah, Kendra, I'll just conclude by saying that I think that there is a great respect level and admiration that I have for God's daughter, which is the woman, and it's best shown through my actions and not through what I say. I think a lot of women, the reason why they are played by men is because they're so into what the man say and they're not into what he does. I carry myself really well, but I have to be forward as a man so I can set the boundaries and say, hey, I'm not looking for a partnership. I'm looking for the same relationship that I have with God for you to have with me.
Okay, and I got you. I think that's clear. We do gotta go though. But this is his name on the Kendra G Singles dating app. This is Serge Leo. Serge Leo is his name. If you can put him in the search area. And ladies, if you want to be with Serge Leo, SERGLEO, you will push the heart or the star. I'll read a couple things. I will be example first. I will lead you by actions. I will not impose on you, but I do expect a wife to follow her husband in all things. What I'm looking for, a woman that understands the role of a wife. Deal breaker, a woman that wants to be a wife who doesn't obey her husband. And there you have it. We got to go. Keep me posted. This is the last time. So let's see if you.
So you say he set the expectations and his actions don't show it. He's not a bad young man. He's not. It's just something is not matching. At first he got a whole bunch of religious women. Why didn't you go with those religious women? You know what I'm saying? Because he had these requirements the last time. He wanted her, if she couldn't have kids, he wanted her to be open for him to be outside the relationship. She had to be in the house. She had to work with him. She had to blah, 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 all these things. But he still couldn't land a deal. If that deal is so positive, if that deal is so perfect, then why didn't any women go over there? Even unreligious women, even women that are not religious. Even women who were not religious did not want to go over there. Okay? So, no, what he was saying, the woman being open for children, a woman working in the home, a woman obeying and doing all that, something was wrong with that whole series, that whole thing that he was talking. Hey, Zeus.
HQ, I want to go over each one of those points. Give me like 45 seconds, but I want to go over those points with you.
Okay. And did you ever see this guy before on Kendra G?
No, you got another No, don't look for the other video because you almost broke the internet, girlfriend.
I know, right?
No, what happened when he was on this show last time?
The last time he said, I want my wife to cook and clean and be in the house. That's her job. That's what she's going to do. I wish I could find a video. Well, I could find a video, but I'm not going to do that. She's going to cook, clean, be in the house. He was going to have a business. She can work the business from the house and she can be in the home. Raise the kids. He wanted 3, 4, 5 or something like that. She had to be willing for him to go outside the marriage and have 3, 4, 5 if she couldn't give him no kids. He was saying all of those kind of things that absolutely turn women out. She has to be in religion. She has to be religious. I'm behind God. She has to be serving. It was just a whole convoluted conversation, right? it sounded logical, but it was also sounded very stifling. Like you had boxes that you wanted her to get into, and no woman wants to be in those kind of boxes. I asked G Honda, I said, G Honda, if I told you you couldn't do X, Y, and Z, you be looking at me like something is wrong with her. Okay.
All right. First of all, G Honda, I love that brother, but he can't be up first. He cannot be up first. He cannot be up first. Please go ahead.
He said something and he ran. He said, he said, this young gentleman right here said she can't do X, Y, and Z. Does she have to cook? He said just now, if she's pregnant, Kendra C said, if she's pregnant and she's tired and she don't want to cook, are you going to step up and you're going to cook? He said, I go to work even when I'm tired. That's what he said. I go to work even when I'm tired. No, I'm not going to cook. That's her job. She's going to cook.
That's what you're stuck on? No, how are you stuck on all these points? What are you doing right now? What is going on?
I'm not stuck on those points. I'm saying this is his second time up here. His second time. The first time, nobody reached out to him except religious women. Religious women. And he said, I don't want religious. I didn't want those religious women. Yet he's very much into the Bible. So I said, G Honda, why didn't he pick one of these women? He said, because he wants to clap cheeks with an IG model as opposed to the regular religious woman.
I disagree, but keep going.
And I said, you could be right, but I think it's the requirements that he has that are not going to work for the modern women. And men keep saying they don't want modern women, but we're all modern women. Okay. We're all modern women. There's no traditional women. She knows a tradition for most people means cooking and cleaning and being in the house, but most of us are modern women.
Okay, can we?
He said Christian feminist. What's a Christian feminist? What is that?
Do you know? I think it's a lot of women who have single mom thinking. Then they go back in the church and then they become celibate and then they own all this other nonsense that only makes sense to them. Like you can't say you want a God-fearing man, but you got 3 baby's kids.
You want to work. So why I'm curious about this one thing. Why wouldn't you? Why is it that you would not a woman to work? You would not want a woman to work. Why is that? Why would a man jump out there and say he doesn't want a woman to work? I don't understand what that means. If you're not a rich millionaire, why would you not want her to work?
Okay, do you know any millionaires?
No.
Okay, there's a lot of people I think who talk from millionaire standpoints, but they don't deal with those people. Let me put my headset on. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. So he said they were Christian feminists, those women. So but then if he went through if he was in religious so much, he should have been able to go to religious conferences, religious retreats, or the church, and he should have been able to find what he was looking for, right or wrong.
Okay. I'm sorry. It took me a minute to get my headset on. So
he should have been able to find what he wanted. He's a Christian, a devout Christian. There's got to be devout Christian women, right?
That's not what's going on right now. That's not okay. First of all, thank you for having me on the panel. No matter what happens from here moving forward, you know I love you, right? No. So one.
You just bored.
When you have people who are really, really Christian, let me tell you.
You're bored. We can't hear
the church. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, you keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. You keep going in and out, in and out. Yes, I get what he's saying. I get they were Christian feminists. Yeah, you're fading in out. They were Christian feminists, and Christian feminists they want to be religious, but they also want to work outside the home. But I mean, that's the thing. He wants to control the woman, and you cannot control another human being. They're gonna do.
Okay, I turned off my Wi-Fi. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You still a little like you're outside, wind and everything, but that's okay.
Let me get to a solid spot.
Okay. So and that's the thing. That's the one thing you gotta remember, or that's the one thing he's got to understand. You want to control a female's behavior. You cannot control her behavior. That's the problem. And a bigger problem is the fact that you want to. You can't control another human being. They're going to do what they want to do. And if you try to, you're going to lose that person, or they're going to tune you out. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that one specific fact. They're going to turn you out. They may be you may try to control them, but they're going to tune you out, and they're going to do what you say. But the feelings and the commitment is not going to be there. That's the thing.
The thing is that when a man lead his family and his woman, number one, he got to be able to control her. Lead and control is literally run this side by side. Okay? Can I control something if I don't lead it?
Oh, you asking me?
Can I lead? Yes, I'm asking you. Can I control? If I cannot lead you, I cannot control you. I gotta lead. I gotta control you in order for me to lead you.
No. See, lead is different from control.
No, it's not. They run side by side.
Lead. Well, yes.
If I want the car to go right, if I lead him the car to go right, I gotta be able to control it to go right. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can see that point, but I could see that point. But his control is different than regular control. His control is different.
It's only one kind of control. It's only one control. Like I say, girl, listen, man.
You never
control is not such a bad word. Like yeah, make it sing. Control is a good thing. Listen. The man that you want to be controlled by the man that you love. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go.
I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that looks like.
Here we go.
You know, I don't know.
The man that you love, because okay, HQ, do you want a man that is smarter than you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a man that is taller than you? Obviously, you want a man that gotta be able to have more money than you, because from that money, he's gonna provide you with a lot of luxury to the point that it will be a choice for you if you want to work or not, right?
Yeah, that would be lovely. Wouldn't it be
all
lovely?
Right then. So therefore, you want a man to be able to control not every aspect, but at least most aspects of the relationship. Is that a safe assessment?
Not me. The relationship, yes.
HQ, listen, you are a woman. You're supposed to be controlled by the man that you're with. I'm sorry. I don't know why you're fighting it so much.
I'm not fighting it. I just don't understand the context of what you mean. If you mean that you put parameters and you put things in place in the relationship, and I can tool around inside of that relationship within those boundaries, then yes, of course.
HQ, listen. If
you're talking about,
like I told you.
But if you're
go ahead, I'm sorry.
But if you're talking about controlling,
you're getting lost in the word. You're getting lost in the word, HQ. You're getting lost in the word.
No, I understand what he said. I'm telling him, a woman, yes, control of the relationship, not the control of her, but of the relationship. Yes.
I'm in a relationship with you, so yes, I gotta be able to control you in order for me to put you in the best position. In order for you, if I win, you win. What are you talking about, man?
Poppy.
Again, HQ, listen. Hold on 1 second, and I'm done.
Maybe it's
HQ, listen, girl. Listen, girl, listen. If you with me, I am in control, fam. You gotta do what I gotta do, or your replacement will be right around the corner. It's not like I say. I told you 5 minutes ago.
Whoa, Poppy. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I understand. I know that I am approaching it from the negative context. I know that. And I'm not the only female that does it from the negative context. I'm saying you got to pick a different word, because tell me, am I lying? Most women, when they hear control, they get upset, or they don't like it. I'm saying most women.
What are you
Even though
talking
you might be saying something
HQ, what are you talking about?
I'm saying
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The
what
word
are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The word control.
Okay, when you're at work and your boss tell you to do something and they're in control, you ain't got no pushback. You do exactly what they say. Then when you get home, you want it said differently. It don't work like that.
Different context.
Even if you want it like that. No, you're putting context. Okay, you gonna let me finish?
It's a different, because you're trying to gaslight me now.
No, I'm not. Why would I gaslight you? You already there. I want to talk to the person I talked to yesterday. Goddamn. No, it's the same thing. You're putting the different emphasis on it. When you want a man to protect you, not you, but women, when they say we want a man to protect us.
Read what Project Leroy said.
I can't on mine.
Oh, okay.
Read it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, read it. Because you ain't gonna let me finish.
What he said was, men set parameters for their woman as a means of control, not control every movement she make. That's what I'm talking about, Project Leroy. You make parameters for where I can and cannot, if I do or don't, and then if I'm able to move within that control without feeling stifled, I'm going to stay. But if you don't, if you set parameters too tight, then we're going to butt heads, and it's not going to work. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't mind you setting parameters about X, Y, and Z. Don't go out at night by yourself. Don't blah, blah, blah. I don't mind those parameters. But when you tell me, oh, well, you better not wear a dress, you better not wear no shoe, you better not have no high heels, or you better not go visit your friends because they all singles and 304s. When the parameters are too tight, that's when you lose a woman. I don't mind parameters, control, but you
want parameters your way.
They gotta be
HQ, you just
but they gotta be parameters that are acceptable.
Okay, go ahead. You keep talking. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm just saying they can't be if you have parameters, great. But most people don't start out like that. Most relationships don't start out with the tightness of the parameters. Sometimes they do.
HQ, we're talking about people that is in relationships already. That means all of that shit should be discussed a long time ago already.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean every person stays the same. And that doesn't mean my needs might not change. Your needs might not change. What I liked when I was 15, the control.
So that means people is bipolar then. So that means as soon as a girl get in a relationship becomes bipolar. Now you're gonna change the game on me.
No. But we do agree that that you're a different man at 22 as opposed to a man at 42, right or wrong. So therefore your needs change and so do mine. Now, if we start out and we lovey-dovey and you got parameters and all of these things for me, and those parameters are in place, those same parameters may not fit me at 40. They may not fit you at 40. So I'm saying parameters got to change depending on the person, depending on the relationship, because what I liked at 22, I may not like at 32. I may like you telling me what to wear, how to go, how to dress at 22. But when I'm 32, I may not like the way you tell me to dress, go here at 32. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. One size don't fit all, and your umbrella or your parameters has to be wide enough, good enough, or solid enough where a woman can move around within those parameters without feeling stifled. Because when she feels stifled within your parameters, she's going to leave. Hopefully that makes sense.
That's a disingenuous conversation. That's a disingenuous argument right there, HQ.
I don't understand how.
You just went from 20 to 30 and you act like there's no conversation in between. Hopefully your wants, the family wants, are general conversations that are built in regularly so that everybody expands and grows in the right direction together.
But not everyone does.
Whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But not everyone
What are you
does.
doing right now? What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now?
I'm saying.
I'll let you talk, and now you just chirping. You just being a bird right now. Slow down, sister. We in the same thing. My point is, no, you know I love you. The point is, we need to have those conversations.
Right.
And men, we will do stupid shit. If we can have a conversation with our woman and say, hey, we thinking about doing this. What do you think? Right. And they might not like it, but now they had the conversation. Right. The other ticket is I show up at the house that we didn't talk about. The other one is I say, hey, by the way, the moving truck stop. Illusion.
No, you abort every other word. We don't understand every other word. You did something. I don't know what you did.
Damn it.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, keep going. I'm gonna change it.
Okay, we can hear you. No, what I'm saying is this: what you liked at 22 is different from what you like at 32. It might be.
Give me an example. Give me an example. Give us an example.
I thought I gave you an example. As a 22-year-old, I might not know myself. I might not know what I like. I might not know what I want. I might not know what I desire. Right? And then you have parameters, and those parameters are fine for that age. But when I hit 32 or 31, I know myself a little bit better. So therefore, I don't need all of your parameters to be in place like that. I don't need you I need you to expand your parameters. Your parameters have to change according to our lifestyle and how we grow. All of us grow. All of us change, right?
Do you see how crazy that sound, HQ?
Y'all just don't want to hear it. I'm just telling you. You keep saying you wonder why the divorce rate is so high. I'm trying to explain to you that the parameters that you put in place have to change depending on the person. You can't at 22 when you're telling me I don't want you to do this X, Y, and Z. That might be fine for me at 22. I'm saying
okay, cool. Let me say this. So look, let's say okay, we're gonna change the program, right? HQ, right? I'm taking care of you and giving you everything you need at 22, right? Right? Everything that I'm giving. At 32, I'm like, fuck it, HQ. You know what? Fuck all this, man. I'm selling my business. HQ, matter of fact, I want you to get your whole ass up and go get a job, man. It's time for me to stay home. Will I sound normal or will I sound crazy?
It would depend. It would depend.
Oh my God. Just tell me that I sound crazy, HQ, please.
You sound crazy.
Lost your voice? Did you lose your voice? What happened? I can't hear you.
Wait a minute. That's not that, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying people outgrow people. And if you don't adapt to that growth, you're going to run into issues. That's all I'm saying. I don't know whether you outgrow a person or not. I don't know whether y'all outgrow each other or not. I don't know. I'm saying people grow up. People change.
How about this one? I'm not going to make it as dramatic no more. Fuck it, HQ. My needs change. I don't. I still need you and I love you. I need an extra girl, man. What's happening?
Okay.
Would I sound normal? Would I sound crazy?
You would sound crazy, and we would adapt accordingly.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere.
Wait a minute.
Do you see how retarded
Y'all
that
say
shit
women
sounds?
sound crazy. Y'all say women sound crazy all the time. I just said
Because you are
what I
crazy.
like and I desire, what I like and I
You're
desire
proving
at
us right.
22.
You're proving us right.
What I
You're
like and
proving
I
us right.
desire at 22 is maybe different from what I like and desire at 32. That doesn't make me crazy. That just means what I like and I desire may be different.
And this is exactly why I tell. I know that dating coach and all like that, but I tell HQ. This is exactly what I. No, it is very weird. Y'all sound. I mean, it's in your DNA to be crazy. It's okay. We understand this. You just don't know it.
You have to answer me. Why is that crazy? That's not crazy. That is human nature.
It is crazy. No, it's crazy that you change.
I may be a totally different. I may be a totally different person from the age of 22. I know I was a totally different.
So you 5 different. So let me guess. You a different human being then, right? So you just changed. You just reborn, huh? So I gotta expect for women to be reborn every 10 years then, right?
The same things I wanted at 22 that I'm pretty sure you're not gonna want at 32. That you're not gonna want.
And this is why
do the same things at 22 that you did it that you're doing at 32, or vice versa.
And this is why HQ niggas is putting mile in your pussy and sending you and throwing you, right? I mean, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. Niggas put a mile in your pussy and throwing you right back to the streets.
Y'all,
back.
Y'all act like y'all don't understand women or yourself.
HQ, do you understand? Do you think women understand themselves?
How do y'all not understand that concept that I just said? I don't know.
HQ, listen to me, baby. Men, for the most part, understand the basic things of women. You don't even understand yourself because you're backwards human beings. You're very backwards in life. That's why you need a man in your life. You know why you need a man in your life? So he can kind of direct you somewhere. When you don't have no nigga, man, you're like a chicken with no head. Have you ever been at the slaughterhouse, HQ?
No.
Have you been at the slaughterhouse? Have you seen where they cut off the chicken head? How the chicken start flapping all over the place?
Mm-hmm.
That's the women right there. No direction, go all over the place. You know what? Why do you think your father is supposed to give you? Hold on. Let me finish so you can understand. Why do you think your father give you away from one boss to another boss? What do you think he does there? He's supposed to do that. Why?
Explain it.
Because men understand that you need to have a man by your side for the most part of your life, because you on your own, you're not that smart to begin with to make like a great decisions like that. That's why you don't invent nothing. You're supposed to be under a man. Do you agree? Do you agree or disagree with me?
I understand that. Yes, I understand that. But you didn't understand.
Don't say but. Let him keep going. That's all he
No. I understand exactly what you're saying, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, listen to what I'm saying to you. It's all fine and dandy the way you have it designed in your head. I have parameters. As a man, you have parameters. You want a woman to come over there and to work within those parameters. I get that. You act like I don't understand that. I get that. I'm saying she has to be able to move within those parameters, express herself, be autonomous in some of her decisions. The parameters that you have to be big enough in order to accommodate some of the things that she wants to do. If your parameters are too small, she's going to leave you.
HQ, your accomplishment for men that are winning. don't matter. I hope you know that. For a man that is winning, your accomplishment don't mean shit. You know why?
Yeah, but
Because
most
your
men are not
accomplishment.
winning. You act
Listen
like
to
they're
me, please.
winning.
Oh, listen. Can you please listen so you can understand? This is like that's what I specifically said for men that are winning out here, right? Your accomplishment don't mean shit because your accomplishment is for yourself. My accomplishment, it make you a winner because I got a whole bunch of other people I gotta take care of anyway. So you fall under that umbrella. Your shit is just for you. And maybe your kids, if something goes south. But you, women are selfish. I mean, we're all selfish in a way. Don't get it twisted. But at least our selfishness actually help you.
Okay, y'all got it.
HQ.
You got it. We out here with these wonderful, successful relationships with these thought processes.
HQ.
We out here with that. I thought I explained myself very well. I thought I did, and maybe I didn't. Maybe y'all don't understand what I'm saying to you. I'm saying you cannot control another human being. That's why marriages are not lasting because they're trying to control. Well, hold on. You're trying to control another human being, and you cannot do that if you want the marriage to survive. That is all that I am saying. I'm not saying that you can't have parameters. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm saying you cannot control another human being. To a small extent, you can, but you cannot go into a relationship. That was what this young man was trying to do. She got to cook. She got to clean. She can't leave the house. She got to work for me. If a woman is not going to fall into that category unless she wants to. And if she deviates from that, he's going to have a problem. And most women are going to deviate from that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. Okay? Sure enough, you got to have control. Otherwise, you can't lead. I get that. I get all of that. But I'm saying you also have to give her room to move under those parameters. Okay. And then people say, why do women leave? I'm telling you, one of the major reasons why she leaves. The parameters are too narrow for her to function under. That's all I'm saying.
Can you hear me? HQ?
Yes.
Okay, can we get the wheels back on the wagon and go back to this guy?
So I'm lying?
Can we do that?
Am I lying? No, address the question. Am I lying?
I think you're perfect the way you are.
No, you have to explain. You have to you have to understand what I'm saying.
No. I understand what you're saying. You're gonna stay in your house. You're gonna stay in your house, and I'm gonna stay in my house. You perfect the way you are.
I heard in the chat. I was looking in the chat, and the chat said that's why marriages don't last. You're absolutely right. That's why marriages don't last because your parameters are too small.
It has nothing to do with the parameters. Here's what Poppy.
No, I don't. I'm a woman. I don't know why they leave.
You just asked me a question. I'm gonna explain it to you. You just asked me a question. I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay. I think 3 podcasts ago we talked about women being selfish. When myself and Papi Blanco are speaking, we're talking about the parameters to build a better family, to build a better business, to build a better longevity. When you come in, not you, but any woman comes in, any female energy come in and go, I, me, that ship is going down regardless because they are blindsided by their own vision versus the big picture. That's what we're saying. The big picture is going to get you more up the road, but the I don't happen. They don't do it at work. They don't do it in the academic arena. Tell me one religion that women lead. Yeah, get back to me on that. That's the point. A lot of women talk about religion, but there's no religions that let women lead. Don't tell me about the fringe religions, but there's no hardcore religions where women lead. There's a reason for that. What we're talking about is the betterment of the family. We're not talking about the betterment of the man, but the women are talking about the betterment of the women. That's the difference in the conversation. With that said, I'm in.
how can you change that dynamic? You can't. Can you change that dynamic?
I think what you need to do is you have to have constant check-ins. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about getting an earring. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean that's those are parameters a woman can live under. Yes.
No, what I'm saying is those are small conversations that
Yes.
make the harder conversations easy. So let me give you an example. I mentor somebody and they said, hey, I want to get an earring. I asked them, what's the purpose of getting an earring? They were like, oh, it's fashion, it's cool. And I was like, oh, no girl said that. Yeah, this one girl said that. And I said, okay, well, let me ask you a question. Are you moving into management? They said, well, yeah, I hope to. I said, how many of your managers wear earrings? They said none. I said, there's your decision. It's looking up the big picture versus the now. Spending money on the credit card now, sexy. Paying that bill over time, not sexy. We have to be able to see the not sexy in the big picture.
With interest.
With interest, exactly. That $300 couch, when you got done paying for it, was $3,000.
Oh,
it didn't make no sense. But we only paid $10 a month. Like there's all kinds of logic and conversations.
Right.
When women go to the academic arena, they don't go, this is the way the teacher should talk to me. This is what they should. They don't do that. For 4 years to 6 years, they shut up, listen, and follow because they want to get some kind of reward at the end. They can't do that in their own personal lives because they haven't had the framework. When I go work for Papi Blanco, no matter how much experience I have, he gonna say, this is my way of doing it. Do I tell him, hey, that ain't the right way to do it? No, I do it his way. Then I
and
come
vice
back
versa.
and I pull him aside and I say, hey, Papi, I think we could save 3% or 10% doing it this way. I do it in a way that makes him know I'm on his team, not in front of everybody. And if he says, hey, man, you just got here, you don't know shit. I put my ego in my pocket. I walk out. I go, hey, Papi Blanco, I'm on your team. I got you. It might be 3 weeks, it might be 4 weeks.
Smart person. So a smart person gonna go ahead and listen, and guess who's getting promoted next time something opens up? You. You see what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. I need this smart. Hold on. I need to reward this smart guy. Hold on. But let me give him a promotion. Let me bump up his pay grade. You see what I'm saying? Before he turn around and leave me to go somewhere else. That's a.
But I'm going to do it in such.
The thing is that women. Go ahead, boys. Go ahead.
No, Papi, you're good. Good. I love you. Go ahead.
The thing is that women only got like a micro vision. Your vision is not that long. Your vision cannot let you see past you. Men vision for the most part, no, obviously, no, every man is like that. And no, every woman is like that either. We talk about just majority, right? We don't talk about 100% here, but for the most part, men vision is macro level. It's going to be larger than yours. That's what I look at it this way. The man is the CEO of the relationship, and the woman is the manager of the relationship. And the kids, they just happen to be employees. I'm sorry, they're just the little employees. You see what I'm saying? So you, as the manager, you got to report to me and tell me how the employee are doing. You got to give me a report of the house. That's your domain right there. You can run that shit as you please, as long as it's not a big. If you have to make a big purchase, you got to run that shit by me. A little small purchase, you run it with you. Do what the fuck you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Most men don't give a damn what you do with the house, as long as it's no fucking $4,000 or $5,000 bill. That sounds crazy.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm open.
So,
good enough?
Papi, can I jump in?
Go ahead.
Okay, so let's get the wheels back on the wagon. Thank you very much, Papi. Let's get the wheels back on the wagon. Let's go back to this Christian guy. Okay. So what I heard, and this is what I know about Christian places, and we can take Notre Dame University. Notre Dame University is not as good as the other schools, but they can compete. But here's where they make their money. Every Christian thing has their own radio show or TV show. And the case study is anybody in religion, in order to 10x your business, you need a radio show. You need a TV show. And then that will create a broom that you can go up and sweep money out of the community. When he's talking, he doesn't make sense to us because all of those people, when they come out of that paradigm of the church, it doesn't sound right to us. We can hear the brokenness in their conversation, the broken logic. But in the church, that's why they have their own radio stations, their own medias, their own rap, their own albums. They have that because they constantly need that brainwashing that goes with the church. When the pandemic happened and everything was in quarantine, what was the first business that wanted to come out? It was the church. Yeah. And that's why that guy doesn't sound right to us. That's one. Two, I have a friend. I used to work with her for like 5 years. And I just saw her recently and she was pregnant. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, oh yeah, I had kids for this people and I had kids for these people. And that's all she does is have kids for other people. I didn't understand that. And that's what that guy was trying to say. He was saying if his wife couldn't have kids, he could get a surrogate. That's what he was trying to say, but he didn't know how to put the pieces together. That's the other thing. A lot of people have no talking points from the church, or they know talking points from the Kevin Samuels or whatever, but they don't have fleshed out thoughts. I'm gonna give you, when Aaron speaks, it's a fleshed out thought. When Black America speaks, it's a fleshed out thought. When Ty Pro speaks, when Jay Tillman speaks, when all those guys speak, whether you agree with them or not, because they're all different people, even Fatty, whether you believe what they're saying or not, they have linear thinking, meaning if this is going to happen, this going to happen, this going to happen, because it works in their multiverse. It might not work in another place. AKA, you take Aaron and put him at the train yard, not going to be successful. But you take Black America, you put him at the train yard, he can make the train yard better because he knows how to talk. He knows the lingo, but he also knows the getting your hand dirty process. That's the difference. The guys in the church, they come out, and it's the same as the women. When they come out, it don't make any sense what they say to us. Because they constantly on the God. Right. But they don't understand the machine is full of money. He said something else that you didn't agree with, but that was what I wanted to explain about that. He said something else. Oh, his wife cooking, right?
No, he said his wife has got to cook regardless of whether she's tired or not, whether she's pregnant or not. She's got to cook. He ain't
right. One, Kendra G twisted that whole conversation. And he understood the talking points, but he didn't have the thought fleshed out. That's the difference. Okay. So I'm just giving you an example of myself. I'm a single guy. I got on this thing, I want to say it's called Google Meet. And it's just a video segment you just watch, and it's recorded, and you can find them anywhere. And it was Mormons. So Mormons are 6 to 13 people, minimum of the 6 in their family. So they don't cook every day.
Right.
Well, they broke down how they cooked, and I watched the video. I'm not Mormon, but it was a structure. I took the structure and added it to my life skills. If you know you're pregnant, excuse me, who else is in your life? There's other women. You have a sister, right?
Yeah.
So sister, grandma, mom, they come over. You guys cook one day. The meals are ready. You cook the protein. Here's what we're going to do. Boom. So dinner is easy. I don't know why women argue about that. That's called a life skill. I've been with like 3 women who didn't know how to cook. They told me up front, I know nothing about cooking. I said this, no problem. I got this book called The Joy of Cooking. I said, every day we're just going to open up a random thing and then we're going to go do that. I'm going to show you how to, from shopping to cooking, and we're just going to do a meal together. I said, would you be willing to do that with me? And they was like, I love doing that. We became a team.
Oh, okay.
To me, that's the difference of bringing somebody in the kitchen, and that's everything. Hey, I'm going to fix the car. I don't really know what I'm doing. Can you come out with me? Even if they hold the light, we doing it. It's just, even if they do it for 15 minutes and I'm out there for 3 hours, I'm making them feel like they're a part. They're making me feel like they're interested. That's my point, what the guy was trying to say.
This young man. Oof. Poppy, hold on.
You find love this time. You only get 2 times.
I'll
Unless
come
you
on with
come
the
back
woman.
and you're engaged.
Yeah.
If you come back with a woman, that's how you come back.
Godspeed.
All right.
Thank you.
Godspeed. All right. Bye. Woo, child.
I should have pulled up his picture before. I should have pulled up his interaction before.
His first interview.
Because that was the more interesting one. Because I always wonder, why did they come back a second time? They come back a second time because the first time they whatever they put out attracted the wrong dynamic. It's usually attracting the wrong dynamic, and then they really didn't want what they got because they may have said the wrong thing, put the wrong thing out there. And so it seemed as though what he said was a good thing, but once you broke it down, it was a no-go for a lot of women. It just was not. And he got the Christian religious woman, but he wanted a woman to stay home. So
okay, so let me interrupt right there. I get what you're saying. I'm going to suggest, and I'm trying not to bully it, but I want to suggest that he didn't have fleshed out thoughts, and that was the problem.
I thought he did in the first interview.
No, he had just talking points. So let me give you an example.
Okay.
Excuse me. My wife is going to work from the home. Okay. That's cool. She can work from the home. Right. Well, most women say they're an entrepreneur, right?
Right.
There you go. So they're working from home generally. That's one of the things he's saying.
Right.
The other fear that he's trying to mitigate is a lot of women, when they go into the workforce, they get lost. That's the problem. I'll look up some more Reddits, but there's a lot of them where women were one way, they was in the church, and then all of a sudden they went into the military, they did this, they did that, and then things
changed.
Right, but it's stumbling. Things they were taught not to stumble on, they stumbled on.
Ooh, okay, I got
like even when they lie to you, you're looking at their past behavior, but they don't know how to say, "Hey, I stumbled here," because they're busy trying to deny it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. It works. Hey, we talked about it. You came around. I came around to some of your thinking.
I don't want you. I think
it's a
good.
proud thing. It's a pride thing, Zeus.
A pride thing.
A pride
for not admitting that they were wrong.
Well, I think the question is, Poppy, if you and I are men and one of us is wrong, when the guy says he's wrong, what is that called? That's called manning up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when a woman's wrong and she admits she's wrong, what's that called?
She said it's both of our fault. She wanna bring you in.
It never happens, so it don't have a name.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. I am one of the first people that say I heard you wrong, but I don't think that I'm wrong. That's the whole point. No, it's not a matter of that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we have a different view. That's all.
And that's what I say, HQ, that for the. Go ahead.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, if I thought like you and I thought everything like every person, then we'd be the same people. We can't be the same people.
And the thing is, HQ, that a man understand women way more than a woman will understand men. That's a fact. You can even debate that. You can even debate. Because I always say this, HQ, right? Most women that are 23 mentally sound the same as the woman that is 63. For some odd reason, once you reach like the 25 age, around that area, you're gonna say the same dumb shit as 63. Y'all don't grow mentally no more. The only thing that grows is your body count. That's it. That's the only thing that's gonna grow.
I'm saying
that's why mama and daughter be chasing the same nigga. There's plenty of stories out there that mama and the daughter fucking on the same guy.
I don't know.
All right.
So HQ, when he says that thing, or you hear somebody say something, and I think this is something that I even try to work with. Yeah. The first go-to we go is Poppy, not me. I'm different. When I coach guys on their marriage or I coach them on their relationship, first thing they say is not my girl, versus take the knowledge and just kind of say, okay, that could happen. I think we're here because these conversations are hard. I think another reason that we're here is because the numbers aren't working out. So whatever we've been doing the last
I'm saying to you all, if that's the thought process, what Poppy said, the thought process, women don't grow beyond the age of 25. If that's the thought process of men, how is that working out in relationships with that kind of thinking? It's not.
I tell you how it's working out. No, for like a no for like a good family structure, because the only people that are going to suffer is the kids. However, for the single man, it worked just fine. A single man still get the pussy. We get the piece. We get the pussy. We get the hair. We do whatever we want with you and send you right back to the block. So obviously, hold on. The way it is right. Hold on. Listen. The way it is, it's structured the way for the single man that got their shit together to win at will. Am I right or wrong, Susan?
I'm an average dude. I'm ugly. I ain't never asked nobody for a date. I ain't never paid for a date, and I'm winning. So you 100% right.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is we ain't got no successful relationships nowhere. We ain't, and men off themselves way more than women off themselves. So I'm just saying, maybe some thought process.
Do you know how many people off themselves per year, HQ?
How many what?
6,000. How many people off themselves per year? 6,000. Okay, we're not talking about huge millions or 100,000. Only 6,000. Okay. We talk about a miniature. It's 340 million people in America.
Right.
Here's a better example. And Poppy, I love how you didn't let her deflect and you came out with the number and kept it going. I love you for that, Poppy, because she was trying to slither out of that one. Damn it, HQ.
I'm not trying to slither out of anything. I'm saying men commit deletions more than women commit deletions.
Okay, that's great that you brought that up. That's great that you brought that up. But
I'm saying women and men are married at a 30% rate. Black men and women are married at only a 32% rate, and they have high divorce rates. Now, if all people are thinking like Poppy Blanco, then something has got to be wrong because it's not being successful. That's all I'm saying. We're not successful in relationships at all. 32% is not a good number. So therefore, the thought processes need the same and need to change. And that means it needs to change.
No, HQ. The women got it adapt to the men because HQ, listen, I take proud of taking care of my mom, the women that is with me at the moment, my kids. The way I think it cover you and it cover everything around me. You understand what I'm saying? The way you think don't cover nobody.
Just yourself.
So if you say that me sounding fucked up, taking care of my mom, and my kids is fucked up, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if it's as successful as you say it is, we should be in relationships at a better clip than 30%. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying that cannot be the solution. That cannot be the only success rate, a successful thing to do, because otherwise we'd have better relationships. And since we don't, you cannot claim victory that your way of thinking is the right way.
He's not claiming victory. He's using numbers like you're using numbers. There's a book.
I'm using no numbers. I'm just using the rate of divorce.
You didn't just use data?
I'm sorry, the rate of marriage. The rate of marriage, women is 26%, men is 30%. So
okay. So there's a book. I'm gonna get the audio and I'm gonna see if I can get like little excerpts and we can go over it. It's called The Manipulated Man. And once you read that, she breaks down exactly what Poppy Blanco just said. When I have a conversation with Poppy Blanco, now let's say our conversation goes the other way and we're yelling and screaming at each other. If we get close to each other, there's going to be a consequences. He knows that, and I know that. So in a man's mind, it's space management, space distant management. It's also volume and emotion control. Women don't have that same thing because there's no repercussion for them. There's no accountability. Whatever the other person does, meaning the guy, he's going to be wrong. When you get in an argument with a woman, it's more like getting in an argument with a child. You see it all the time on Kendra G. So that's where we're saying guidelines, parameters, understanding, and building your tools is going to make those numbers go up, not anything else.
Okay.
How to argue. You got to know how to argue. Like I used to argue to go for the jugular.
Yeah.
That's not the
let me
right
ask you
way to
something,
argue.
Let me ask you, HQ. I heard you talk very highly of your husband, right? Or ex-husband. Then I think he passed away, right?
Yes, he passed away.
Rest in peace to that man, right? HQ, and it sounded like he was a wonderful man. When my man was alive, did you do most of the things that he told you to do?
I did everything he told me to do.
Oh, look at you. Why you did everything he asked you to do?
Because it was things that I wanted to do.
Exactly. So why aren't your bald-headed ass over here telling these other bald-headed motherfuckers over here to do what the men tell them to do? Why are you fighting it so much? Talk about it, women. No. Hold on now. Because you over here talk about now women is going to do everything that a man asked you, but you were doing it. So how the fuck you sit over here and argue with us?
Because y'all heard me. Y'all heard me.
I just put you in the trick bag. You actually said that you did everything he said.
Because his parameters allowed me to walk within those parameters without being closed in, and I did not feel closed in. That's why. His umbrella that I had to stand under was big enough where I didn't have to worry about him saying, don't do this, don't do that. He knew I would not do certain things, so he did not have to tell me not to do it. And since I'm the person that I am, I understood the structure of being married. I understood the assignment. When I got that man, that is what that man wanted me to do. But it did not go against me as a human being or me as having my own autonomy. Nothing crossed those nothing said in me said, I ain't doing that. There was never anything that he said to me, and I said that inside of me. So his umbrella for me was big enough for me to walk under and be myself. I don't understand.
Exactly. So you know why that works? Because number one, you love the man, right? You love the man. So obviously everything that he says sounds like music to your ear. So you did everything. So why are you were living as a married woman, you were living one way, but you over here on the panel pretty much tell these bros to live a different way.
No,
so about women is not gonna do everything that you said that literally 30 minutes ago. Am I lying? I'll rewind the tape on your ass. You want to put $100?
Exactly what I just said. The same thing I said 30 minutes ago. The man's umbrella has to be good enough. It has to be big enough. His parameters have to be wide enough for her to walk around under it without feeling stifled. I said that 30 minutes ago. I ain't said nothing different. What do you mean? And it has to be in order for her to be comfortable, in order for her not to leave. Once she begins to feel stifled or she feels as though she can't express herself in any relatable way or any way within that marriage, she's going to look for ways to go out of the marriage. I never had a problem with the things I wanted to do and the things he wanted me to do. So therefore, I had no need to walk out on the marriage. Some women, you cannot do that. When you give them parameters, they already don't like the parameters. They just going along because they like you. Sooner or later, they're going to say, I don't want to deal with these parameters that this person gave me.
HQ. Come on. Stop it.
You act like you don't understand what I'm saying to you.
No, hold on.
What do you mean?
You're rewriting history right now.
I'm not rewriting anything. I'm saying exactly what
Don't make me do it. You know I love you. Don't make me do it. I'll do it. You goddamn it. You know I'll do it.
I'm saying the same thing.
Don't make me do
30 minutes ago. What didn't I say 30 minutes ago?
The difference between you, your crazy ass, and everybody else is you made a decision. I want to get, wait for it. I want to be married. Not, see, a lot of women want to get married. A lot of men say, okay. A lot of people want to have babies. A lot of men want their wives or girlfriends to have babies, but they don't want to be moms. They don't want to be dads. They don't want to be wives.
I understand that. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That little bit of ingredient you had when you saw your husband, you saw him. Nobody else saw him. You saw him. That's a cosmic thing. That's not going to happen to everybody. Somebody's going to find 10 faults with a person because they're trying to find a perfect person.
Right.
The other thing you had is you had a framework. So let's just say somebody doesn't have a framework. You have to be around people who do what you do to be better at what you do. I want to do woodworking.
Right.
I don't have a garage. I don't have the tools. I'll go over Jimmy's house. He got everything. I'm going to work with Jimmy 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, Jimmy give me a tool that he getting ready to throw away. After I work with him 3 more weeks, he give me 2 tools that I can buy dirt cheap because he get newer tools. That's the process of learning. You pick up more tools.
Right.
You are around people. You were around people who could foster you being better at marriage. You said, which I relate to, you was getting your hair done, you was taking a bath, and then he came and pushed your head in the water and got your hair wet.
Right.
He did the cardinal sin. I done did stuff, and in my mind, I was like, this is going to be funny. Right. And then I did, and I was like, holy moly, how do I walk this backwards?
Right.
I didn't know how to do that. That's also a part of the difference between 20 and being 30. You have to stumble and realize you're going to stumble more, AKA, because I think it's funny in my head, don't mean I should do it with my girl.
Right. You know what? You right. You absolutely right. I keep forgetting that the women these days don't choose. They want to be a wife. They want to be a mother. They wanna. But they don't really choose it because they always got one foot outside the door, ready to run or whatever. And they don't stand firmly within those shoes, within that house, and say, I'm going to choose to stay right here and do what needs to be done. You just reminded me of that. And that's the difference between just wanting to get married and not wanting and actually getting married, because women don't choose. They're always looking for something better because of that that monkey branch shit. What is it called? What the hell is that called?
Hypergamy.
There you go.
Monkey branching, hypergamy. I agree with you. And I also think it's shame. It's shame. A lot of women, and I think this is what I've learned, is being transparent makes demons disappear, makes demons shorter.
Right.
Look at Sam over there looking all good and delicious. That girl's a go-getter. And being able to say that with your girl,
right,
and be like, yeah, she is, but I'm glad I got you. It helps you circle away. When you keep that in your head, Sam becomes better than she really is. And then you start doing dark stuff to get closer to Sam, to work on projects because, we're in the same pastor group. We're in the same youth group. But it's okay to like other people. It's okay to really cherish your partner. And like you said, choose your partner.
I always forget that. That it wasn't a matter of just falling into that relationship. It was choices that were made, definitive choices that are not being made these days. And it's the woman who's not making the choice, or not making she's not making the definitive choice. There you go. And men are.
And I think they're stuck in the shame, using shame another way. And I talked to my mom about this. So my mom was a single parent. All her sisters are single parents. It's a bit of shame of having that kid and not having the other part of the balance. You being the masculine all the time, you being the feminine all the time, and you being the good guy and bad guy all at the same time.
Oof.
So it's the shame. She talks about the shame of dealing with that. Well, when you in a group, when you're in a couple, you have to acclimate to that shame. You have to acclimate to like, okay, you know what? I could have did that better. And it's how to communicate. Hey, here's what I wanted to do. Here's what my thought process was. Because sometimes when you say it out your mouth, you like, that didn't even sound right.
Right.
But internally, it sounds perfect. The devil sound perfect inside your head.
Right. Hey, sometimes it sounds right inside your head, and then when it come out, you sound a little bit goofy. They ain't kicking me in the head. They're not kicking me in the head. They just, so you sometimes you gotta listen to somebody else say it, and then you be like, yeah, that makes sense now. And sometimes it do make sense, and sometimes it don't make sense. But anyway, I need your final thoughts, because I don't forget. I forget to eat, and I haven't eaten because I can feel it. Your final thoughts, Poppy, please, and thank you. Unless you gave them to me already. I'm not waking up. I'm old. I'm old.
Make sure you don't eat too much, man. I don't like big girls, man. I don't like no big backs, man. So you get fat. Yeah, all right. No, I know. You better put some. I like a fat ass now, but I don't like no big guts either. I like my fat ass with little to none stomach. That's how I like my meals, man. Good show. Sue's always good talking to you, son. Family. Y'all take care, all right?
Thank you. Zeuser. Thank you for reminding me of those choices that we got to make, of the choice that should be made at the beginning. Not a want, not a desire, but a choice that should be made. I don't know how to you don't know how to get the women to the point of saying, choose and stick with your choice. I don't know how we get women there.
I think understanding that, I think these type of podcasts, these type of panel give us a chance to flesh it out. And never, you're never going to flesh something out and be like, oh my God, you're right. You have to talk 360 degrees around it. You have to walk all the way around the conversation. Sometimes when you kind of get it, you got to say, I don't get it, so you can hear it again. And then you can, because it's not about me winning. It's not about you winning. It's about both of us moving forward.
Right.
And
I still believe a lot of things. I still have a lot of things. You have to understand, I still am a singular human being. I still am in that singular.
We get it. You selfish. That's not what my point. My point is, sometimes when you're arguing about things, AKA when Kendra said him not cooking dinner is what she wanted to say. And then she made it how the woman is grateful, but that woman's not having a baby alone. When you're in a family, you're not alone. When you're in a family, you're creating a community. So if she got a church community around her, and they know she's pregnant, wouldn't those people facilitate
bringing food over there? Yeah, I get you.
Or say, you know what, we gonna help you cook. You sit here and tell us a joke. You make the coffee. We gonna cook all your food for a week. Right. It should be, those are life skills and community skills that we should be doing.
Right.
That the Amish do. The Mormons do.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we don't inherit those skills. That's more of what I was saying about the conversation. I also think men regulate other men. That's when men sit around the campfire and say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. How would you handle it? And then men can help facilitate, like, hey, this is what your wife is saying. I get it that you want to be an individual in the marriage. And that theory is called inner independence.
Yeah, but we have to look at why women are lead. If this dynamic holds true, or if this dynamic is the way it's supposed to be, no, not the way it's supposed to be. If this dynamic is successful, why have we moved away from this dynamic? We've moved away from this dynamic for a reason. You're not going to get women back to that thought, to a certain thought. You're not going to get them back there. So that means you got to create a different reality. Someone in the comments said men didn't change. Well, you're going to have to do that in order to bring a woman towards you. She's not. How many where I've been on so many panels, and every woman on that panel say they're going to have to move our way just like we're going to have to move their way.
That sounds like a team.
So
that sounds like a union. That sounds like trying to work on a partnership. So what changed? I'm gonna give you what changed. Yeah. Every woman who comes on Kendra D is dating another man. Who's that other man? You want me to tell you who that other man is? It ain't Nug Nug. It's the government. And once your grandmother teaches you, like, oh, you can, I think I got a buddy whose grandmother lived in a 2-bedroom, 2-car garage condo. Mm-hmm. And I want to say they paid like $100 a month for it. So how they got it is it got grandfather to them. Mm. So they got all. So why would that person leave that situation to go with somebody else where they don't have no control? All they needed to do was go to the government, fill out the papers, and they have to be consistent with what the government requirements are. They're dating the government. Even though they don't look at it like that, that's what they're doing. So all their little side jobs, braiding hair, doing nails, doing whatever. Is it baby hair? Is that what it? I don't know, whatever. There's like some other voodoo they do. It's easy. They get paid on the side, it's done. They got hookups, they done. They living like they making $5,000 when they only paying out $200 a month, $100 for rent, and $100 for food.
Yeah, but you're talking about a small amount of women. You're talking about a small subset. About 20% of women are poor like that. Only about 20%.
I'm using one as a rule, but there's a lot of people who are on some kind of government assisted program. It don't matter if it's paying their rent. It don't matter if it's giving them money. It don't matter if it's giving them a gas card. It's there.
Yeah, but I
that changed the dynamics. If you look at when the whole food stamp thing started, when it started, one of the rules that came along after that was there couldn't be a man in the house.
Yeah, but that rule changed a year after it was put into place too. So
I think you might want to do your fact check on that.
My whole thing is how valuable could you if I don't like that. I don't like that narrative. You say because a woman got food stamps in the house, she didn't need a man. How valuable you must have thought or think a man is if he can be replaced by food stamps.
That is not what I said.
Because I don't know.
How did you twist my words like that? That was amazing.
No, you said something about government assistance. And I said, you said it when that came into the house, the dynamic changed. And I'm saying government assistance didn't replace a man. A man is unreplaceable. So government assistance didn't replace that man. I mean, I just don't look at it like that. I don't know.
Right. I understand what you're saying. I'm not sure if you're, let me say it a different way. You're getting food stamps. Mm-hmm. I'm just making up something. You're getting $500 in food stamps. Mm-hmm. But you only spend $100 of cash. So now you freed up your cash and you got more food than you had, even though the food comes with rules. Mm-hmm. You can't have hot food, blah, 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 right?
Right.
But one of the very simple rules is if they ever do a welfare check on you or they do a home check and you have a man living with you, that negates you from being on the program. Are you with me so far? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what women hear is if I don't have a guy on my lease in my house, in my life, I can get all of these government program things.
Right.
AKA more kids, more money. It becomes a business transaction. They're not going to say, I'm going to give up all I have to go out with a man and then we going to figure it out. They're not going to do that.
I get you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that women are making a conscious choice,
right?
But I'm saying those parameters are there.
How y'all turn that around? How you turn all of that around? If women are so dependent, if they just don't, because see, they don't see marriage as a end result. Women don't see it as an end result now. They see it as an option, like option number C, D, or E. If they don't get married, then they're cool. If they don't get in a relationship, they're cool. They'll hunch. They'll do all of these things. So how do you then it's women? Are we saying women are walking away from the table, or are we saying men?
Well, let's just jump on the marriage question. So I deal with a lot of brides. I will say over time, I've dealt with like 5,000 brides. Okay. When you deal with those people, one thing I can see commonly that they want to get married. They don't want to be a wife. You can see them change. There's a TV show called 4 Weddings. If you watch that, you can see.
I got it. You said it succinctly. I got it. They want to get married. They don't know. They don't want the ins and outs of being a wife. I understand what you mean. And that includes the covering, the protection, the control, the parameters. It includes all of those things. And they don't want to do those things.
And it also, there's something that you say, but you say it in a lot of words. You say growth. They don't want to grow, or they don't want their partners to grow. Because sometimes when you grow, it's a bad way. And how do you bring that back? Sometimes when you learn, it's not always the easy way. How do you make that easier up the road? Those are all parts of growth.
Amen. Now I got to sit here and think. So read some of these letters that I got, because I read those letters in order to flesh out sometimes, and sometimes I got to hear it, for it to. And it's not that I forgot that I was married. It's just that it's not that I forgot that I was married. That's not it.
No, I think no, I don't think any of us think that. And I tread lightly on that conversation because I know this is a sacred conversation. But I think you have been so vulnerable and so transparent with that, that you didn't even know some of the things looking on the outside.
Hell no. I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know what the hell I looked like or sounded like until I got on here and other people had opinions about X, Y, and Z. Right. And I there's to be honest, I still have to flesh out that whole relationship. Flesh it out in terms of, like Poppy asked me just a little while ago. He said X, Y, and Z. I forgot the question he asked me. And then I said I wanted to do those things. I had never really thought about it, really down like that. You know what I'm saying? I never really thought the way I wanted to move was the same way he was moving. So I moved with him, and his moves were the moves that I wanted to make anyway.
But you knew that before you even talked to him. You knew it when you saw him. You knew it when you poured the wrong drink.
Right.
You knew it when you went and
talked to him.
Remember
that story?
I remember everything.
Okay.
I'm a very cosmic person. Like I see things that other people don't.
Right.
When you went back to your baby's daddy and said, hey, look, this is what's going on. Right. This is what's going to happen. Don't come in here messing it up. You will mess up for all of us.
Right.
You made that comment. And a lot of women, respect to you, they don't understand the shame of dealing with that, because that could have went horribly wrong.
Right.
But you kind of because a lot of women like leaving that door open. and not setting the table correctly.
Right. I didn't say it that harshly, you know, to him. I just said,
no, you a lady, you a classy lady.
If you care about X, Y, and Z, and you care about the children, you care about them growing up in a stable, then you will do X, Y, and Z. And I never had a problem out of him at all with whatever I wanted to do or whatever Fee wanted to do or whatever we want to do together.
Mm-hmm.
So once I shut that door. I shut that door because I didn't want to go over there anymore, and there was no reason to, right?
Mm-hmm. And you don't have to explain. You don't have to give an answer. Explain. You don't have to do it. I'm just sharing that a lot of women would be indifferent about having that conversation and don't know the importance. AKA, if you want to be a mother, you can't weaponize your kid. You can't weaponize the relationship. You can't be on video doing any of the nonsense. All those little things are only harmful to the child. Those are ego-driven things.
There you go. There you go. Ego.
I have a buddy who I known him from the time he was like in junior high. I was a part of his wedding. I called him 3 years later. I called his job. They were like, that person's not here. I'm like, he just sent me an email from there. I got on the phone, talked to him. He changed his last name. He's 30 years old. He changed his last name.
What?
He changed his name to his birth father's name.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So that effect that kids have goes way longer than we think it does.
Right. That's wild.
But do you remember what I said before I started talking today on the panel?
What, you said something about searching?
I said no matter what happens today, HQ, I want to let you know I love you in the panel.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming up, Zeus. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy your night. You are awesome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate all of these people who showed up. Sometimes we got to talk. Sometimes we hear the right thing. Sometimes we say the wrong thing. Sometimes we got to flesh these things out. Right? Sometimes we do. It's a long, long day. And I appreciate all of y'all coming out. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Super chats. I appreciate all of that. And I will speak to you all later because I can tell I'm getting sleepy. I will talk to you later.